From the Kiss 92.5 studios in Toronto, Canada.
Are you ready?
Ladies and gentlemen,
This is Roz and Mocha.
it's Roz and Mocha. What's going on?
Hey guys, this is Bruno Mars.
This is Selena Gomez.
The Chainsmokers.
Lady Gaga.
Calvin Harris.
Alessia Cara.
This is Ed Sheeran.
You're listening to my boys Roz and Mocha.
Roz and Mocha.
My boys Roz and Mocha.
The Roz and Mocha Show.
Ready to go.
Between Roz and Mocha, who is your favorite?
Mocha. You guys are so funny, man.
Congratulations, Lisa! Wow!
You just won $1,000.
That's amazing. Y'all just made my entire morning. Keep it up.
You guys are awesome, man. This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Oh, I had the most demoralizing morning this morning.
Do tell.
So, two things. One, I sat on the toilet and I broke the toilet seat.
Oh, no.
Cracked it right in half.
Oh, dude.
And then at that point, like it starts to eat you,
yeah.
right? And so my flesh is in the crack of the toilet seat.
Ouch.
Okay. And then I become
The crack
like
that you created.
the crack that I created. And then I become, remember in Indiana Jones when he was stealing the idol and he had that bag of sand and he had to like get the perfect weight of the
Yeah.
sand. So I have to figure out how to manipulate my body in order to get up off the toilet seat without taking the pressure off, because as soon as I take the pressure off, that thing wants to close even more.
Yeah.
Right? So if I lift up right cheek, then it starts pinching.
Yeah.
Okay? But if I lift up left cheek, it starts ripping.
And you're doing everything you can to not like make a noise or scream.
Make a noise and scream. So I figured I lean back a little bit and I put some pressure on the back of the toilet seat.
Yeah.
And it opens up a little.
Oh,
and I'm
perfect.
right. And I'm like, okay. But at this point, I know my day is ruined. Right? Like just even emotionally, my day is ruined
Sure.
today. And then so I sit back and I'm like, okay. And I decide to go through my routine anyway, because I'm not going to tape up the toilet seat at 4:00 in the morning. So I decide to go through my day. My routine, which is I sit in there for about 45 minutes. I go through the news. I do.
45?
Yeah. Okay.
Wow.
I do.
Wait, is your skin still trapped in the crack that you created on the toilet seat?
No, but I can feel it underneath. Right, the gap is
Oh.
still there. My skin is now out.
Yeah.
But I know I can't stand up because I'm leaning too far back. So in order to stand up, I would have to lean forward, and if I lean forward, my skin's going to go back in. So I just decide at that moment to deal with that in 45 minutes. I'm going to lean back.
But you risk potentially getting your skin trapped in that crack again.
Yes. But at the moment, I'm free. I'm a free man right now. So I figure I'm going to put it out of my mind for 45 minutes and just go to my routine. So I grab my phone, and this is when I normally just start going through emails and the news and everything else. And the first thing I see is a text from Catherine, because Catherine was up late last night. She went to bed after I did. And it's always weird. I'm like, why is Catherine texting me at like 12:30? Like, it's weird. And I click on it, and she sends me a link to an article. And that article simply is why it pays to be grumpy and bad-tempered.
Yeah, that girl knows you, huh? Soulmate right there.
Okay, so
Yeah, that girl knows you.
So I'm fuming at this point. Like I'm already so mad at myself, at the work, like I'm so mad. And
The writer of that article?
The writer of that article, like I'm so mad, but I'm also trapped because I know as soon as I lean forward, the toilet seat's going to eat my ass again, right? So I managed to get up. I'm red, like I am like I have a big,
Really?
I have a big welt. Like
Does it hurt
I can
still?
feel my jeans on the giant welt on my left cheek. Like it's not
Now,
cool,
did you leave
man.
a note for the family? Beware, toilet seat broken?
No. No, because the hope at this point is that one of them goes in the dark and thinks that they did it.
That article is so true.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Jeff Bezos, huh?
Yeah, at some point you got to step down and take your
Did
foot
he-
off the gas, I guess. I don't know.
Was it news like before?
What's that?
He's going to become they still like on the board.
Yeah, he's the chairman of the board.
Yeah.
But he's not going to be the guy steering the ship anymore.
No.
He's the guy named Andy Jassy is going to be the new pilot.
Anytime somebody or something like this happens, I'm always suspect, waiting for, in a couple of days, we may find out that there's more to this story. I'm always just so skeptical. I don't know. Because
like he did something wrong?
Yeah. And that's part of the reason why he stepped down. Or it could just be that he's legit just stepping down for the sake of stepping down.
I think because it's a publicly traded company, we would know before he stepped down if something happened.
There would be no appointing him to a chairman of the board position if that was the case.
But his New York condo, I just watched a tour of this thing on YouTube.
Yeah.
$80 million oh my God. There's a $5,000 Bentley dog bed.
Oh, pennies for Bezos. Are you kidding me?
The place is the most beautiful condo I've ever seen. It has like curvedly shapedly windows.
Yeah. I think that if you're Jeff Bezos, honestly, I think that if you live, obviously you can afford a spectacular place, right? Like you can, it's all good. But I think that if you're going to do like a house tour or you let somebody come in with cameras into your $80 million condo, I think that there should be a good portion in that $80 million condo of things that are available on Amazon. I don't think that you as the head of Amazon should have a house full of things that aren't available on Amazon. I think that's poor form. Right. I think it's a bad look.
Well, you don't know. I mean, maybe that Bentley dog bed is on Amazon.
I'm telling you.
It's not.
I guarantee you it's not.
Oh, and the $21,000 foosball table.
No. See, this is my thing, right?
See, you could get a foosball table on Amazon.
Yes.
Not that one, though.
Right. I think that you should. I think if you're the guy that runs Amazon, I think if you're the guy that runs McDonald's, you should be seen in a drive-thru at least once a week. Okay? I think if you're Jeff Bezos, you should have $16 sheets that are a great deal. You know, Prime delivery on, you know
think
what?
Jeff Bezos is going to have $34 bed sheets?
Yes, I think he should.
And his $80 million
yes,
condo?
I think he should. I think that he should have quite a few things in that place that are available on Amazon.
Like
I
a
really
desk.
do.
You're right. I think, yes, certain things, for
Yes.
sure. Like, you want to enjoy the finer things in life, but also...
you can't. You got to mix it up.
You need like one of those laptop pillows.
Yes, you
right?
do.
That you can get for $8.
Thank you.
Order it right now and it shows up at your place at like 4 o'clock.
Do you think he does order from Amazon?
Everybody would have to order from Amazon. What are you going to do? Go to the warehouse in Tennessee and pick it up? No, you order from Amazon.
Yeah, of course.
Do you think he has a special Amazon?
Well, like what? Like he doesn't have to pay? Like he has like carte blanche at Amazon?
No,
doesn't look like it if you look at his place. Doesn't even look like he's ever been on Amazon. If you look at his condo.
Yeah, he's like, what's an Amazon?
Right? Okay? He doesn't use Amazon. But I think it's poor form. I think that if you're going to do a tour of your condo, we should all recognize things from Amazon in your place.
Yeah, appear to be the everyday person.
Yeah, I got that pillow. You know what I mean? Like something like
the mermaid
that.
pillow. The one where you swipe your hand one way, it makes one design, you swipe it the other way, it's a different color.
Thank you. Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Oh, so
when they hide the words
clothes.
in them, where it's like glitter one way, and then you just swipe it all up, and it just reads rich as F. You know, I'm even fine with that. Like, I'm fine with that. But I think that you need to have at least, I'm going to say 30 to 40% of the things in your home need to be available on Amazon. Just saying.
Here we go.
The Roz and Mocha Show
Podcast. Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
What advice can you guys give me?
Okay, so my question is,
got a problem you can't fix?
Roz and Mocha got you.
Hello, it's Roz and Mocha.
hey,
Hey, is it Anastasia or Anastasia? I want to make sure I'm saying it right.
Anastasia.
Okay, Anastasia. What's going on with you today?
Yeah, so my friend's not talking to me right now. I'm just wondering if I should give her Christmas present or not.
So you wrote us this, Roz and Mocha fixed my life. I bought my friend a Christmas present. However, before Christmas, she ended up getting mad at me for something dumb and hung up the phone in my face and didn't answer my DMs after that. I messaged her last week telling her that her present arrived and that I could drop it off. She's like, yeah, I have no idea where yours is.
Yo, what'd y'all fight about?
Nothing. So she moved into this new place, and like my friend, she falls in love with people super quick. So 2 weeks before she moved in, she kept going to this girl's house to like watch movies with her. And every time she'd go, she'd tell me, she's like, I don't want to fall in love with this girl. I was like, so stop going and watching movies with her. Just treat her as a roommate. You're going to make things complicated for yourself. So when she messaged me, she's like, I did something dumb. I was like, what'd you do? She's like, I slept with her, and now she's saying she doesn't want a relationship. So I'm kind of like I told her, well, good for you. Like, we talked about this. What are you going to do now? And then she hung up the phone in my face.
Okay.
So wait, so she moved in with a girl and then ended up hooking up with that girl. And what the girl doesn't want anything to do with her now, or she's like trying to figure. Oh wow, damn.
And so what you said, told you so?
Basically.
Yeah, it's never a good thing to do. Now, have you guys hooked up before? Like, is this an ex of yours?
No.
So you're wondering what if you should try and patch things up and give her Christmas present?
Yeah, like for me, like I just think it's petty that we got into one fight and she just automatically canceled my Christmas present. Like I wouldn't do that to her, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was kind of excited for it, and like she just canceled it, and like
Wait,
in
so
my
is this
present,
more about fixing your friendship, or more about getting the gift that you wanted?
Well, if I'm being honest, like I really didn't want to stay friends with her. Like I don't like her attitude when we go out.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of relieved she's not talking to me, but at the same time, like it's the principle of it. Like you don't just cancel somebody's present.
What did she get you?
She got me these really cute pants that I've been wanting for like 3 months now from Amazon.
Okay.
What, pens?
Pants.
Oh, pants.
So she got you cute Amazon pants, and you want them.
And I want them, yeah. But
what did you get her?
Like,
what did you get her?
So I got her this shirt she's been wanting, but like as a bonus in the present, I drew her a picture of me and her, and I wrote her like a heartfelt note because she's been with me this year, and like I've had a hard year, whatever.
But you don't even like this girl.
Yeah, but like she's been there with me this year,
Well,
so like
matter.
I appreciate her for that.
Why do you women hang out with people you don't even like?
Well, I liked her at first, but then she started to become a little bit,
Okay, so you don't want the friendship, you want the pants.
Sort of, yeah.
Okay, okay.
Yo, what are the name of these pants? I got Amazon pulled up. I want to look them up real quick.
Oh, they're like those hippie pants, like those
harem pants kind of thing, like
harem pants, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, harem pants for
like
women.
cool design on them kind of thing.
Yeah, super cool, super comfy.
Do you know which brand? Is it the Beauty Will, the Parade, the Evershare?
Christ, I don't know actually.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh. Girl, these are $29.99. Come on now. You can't spend $30 on a pair of pants yourself?
Her shirt was $30.
Okay.
Oh, jeez.
Okay. I think you. Okay. If you're bent because your friend ghosted you after you said "I told you so" when she hooked up with her roommate, I'm not saying who's in the wrong on that one because Jesus. But you're not too hot to rekindle the friendship. You're just sort of you're bummed because you didn't get the pants, the Christmas pants, right?
Well, yeah, but also, like, even if she doesn't give me the gift, I don't care. I'm not a petty person, so I wouldn't cancel her gift. It's just the fact that she did that, too, is what bothers me.
Okay,
you know?
then why don't you just be the bigger person? You know where this girl lives?
Yeah.
Okay, why don't you just go show up and drop it off at her house like it would be Amazon?
Yeah. And just leave it at that.
And just leave it at that. And then just wait to see whatever happens afterwards. Maybe the pants show up at your house. Okay? Or maybe she looks so good in those pants that maybe the roommate decides to change her mind about hooking up with her again.
All right, I'll do that.
Okay.
Even with the heartfelt note in it and everything.
Like, that's all up to you.
What'd you say in the note?
What'd you say?
I was like, thank you for being there with me this year. You know, you've been my rock, and I really appreciate you. Love you. Hope you have a great year.
Right. Now, where's my pants? Yeah. Okay. I think you can just, I think it's totally acceptable. You got the present already. You wrote the note. You wrote it from the heart. And I think that it is 100% completely acceptable to go and drop that off. And are you okay to go and drop off that gift even if she never gives you those pants?
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay. Then go and do that then. Just go and drop it off. You want to.
All right. I'll do that then.
Okay.
Yo, I'm looking at these pants, the ones for men. I think we'd look pretty good in these,
Me
Roz.
and you?
Yeah. Like this one here looks like almost like the Versace logo.
Yeah.
$25, bro.
I don't know about
they're
that.
the best things ever.
I don't know about that low crotch though, you know? It doesn't, first of all...
Like, look at this one. This one, the guy looks like Aladdin.
Yeah, I don't know. I always look at pants and I'm just like, would I be able to do karate in those?
Oh, these, absolutely.
You think so?
Absolutely,
You think with that low crotch? I've never been a fan of the low crotch.
Yeah, a lot of room.
For me, they look medical. When I see a guy, wearing those super low crotch jogging pants, I always think there's something going on downstairs where he got those pants at the pharmacy, like they're prescribed. Right?
No.
I always think that there's some sort of medicinal reason to have that much room down there.
What happens when you go to Shoppers to pick up your prescription pants? Do they have to go through, have you ever worn these pants before?
They give you the full thing.
Like,
yes.
they have to give you the printout on the paper?
Absolutely, yes.
Wear these pants once a day.
No, honestly, I was a critic of the pants too, but like once I got them and I wore them, I never went back.
Okay. Well, just go buy them yourself, girl.
I have like 3 pairs, but I wanted the one specific pair. But anyway.
Okay. You're the best. We love you, Anastasia. Okay.
All right, love you guys.
Okay,
Have
you're
a good
the
day.
best.
Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
On Kiss.
Let me talk to you about the Dull Men's Club.
The what?
Okay, so
Hold on. Why you got to talk to me about it?
okay, so I'm going to read you some of this story here.
Speaking of dull men, welcome,
okay.
Dan Moore.
Yeah. Meet the people named the dullest people in the world. So the Dull Men's Club, boring hobbies are celebrated, and the ordinary becomes extraordinary.
Okay.
Okay, so when you go to their Facebook page, there's a whole bunch of tips and really, really great content, one of which is an instructional video on how to open a door.
Super lit.
Okay, and every year they put out a calendar that celebrates dull men.
Okay.
And women for that matter, but it's called the Dull Men's Club. In most cases, if someone who collects something or studies something that's just not interesting, it doesn't reach any sort of level of attention, and that's why people flock to the Dull Men's Club. Some of the past people on their yearly calendar, one of them was a guy named Kevin McCoy, who sent his wife the same Valentine's Day card for 35 years.
I heard about this guy.
Stan Hardwick was known as the Lawn Ranger, and he had enough lawnmowers to use a different one each day and kept his favorites in the living room.
Oh, get out of here.
Hugh Barker was the author of Hedge Britannia, who has traveled the world photographing hedges.
Your life is so exciting, bro.
Some of the people who are on this year's current calendar, which is a woman in California who collects caution wet floor signs.
Oh, stop. No, she doesn't.
But they all look the same.
A man in England who's a historian studying only manhole covers. There's a guy who has a collection of vintage washing machines that exceeds 1,000.
Whoa.
The founder of the Telephone Pole Appreciation Society of Wales.
Oh, get out of
is
here.
in the calendar.
These aren't real. Are
They
these
are.
real?
Yeah, these are actual people, and they're celebrated. They do a calendar every year. But the sort of winner of this year was a guy named Johnny Meyer, and he made the calendar for the first time this year for his vast collection of gas station memorabilia.
Oh, stop.
So this, if you're interested, is Johnny Meyer after making his debut on the 2021 calendar of the Dull Men's Club.
Dullest man, one of the dullest in the world. When I look at the crowd I'm a part of, wow, I'm so impressed with the other folks, the other dull people. Who would have ever thought of observing the different patterns on security envelopes? These are some extremely dull people. You need to step back some from that bright, shiny stuff and towards the dullness. And I think the closer you get to dullness, the closer you get to enlightenment.
Studying these security patterns on envelopes is one of the other guys. Do you do anything that's super dull? Like, what's the dullest thing you do or collect or are interested in or something that's like just yours? Do you have anything like that, Maury?
Oh, I have several.
Which are?
I collect Hard Rock Cafe shot glasses.
Right.
I collect martini glasses.
Right, but you don't even drink.
No, but I have. I've
Okay,
spent.
here's what makes it dull. Here's what makes it dull. This is why I'm gonna help you
I
out.
have
I'm
one
gonna help
martini
you out
glass
here.
that looks like a flamenco dancer.
A flamenco. I'm gonna tell you. Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now why this is even more dull than you think it is.
Why I'm more dull than I think I am?
Yes. Okay. In your martini glass collection, how many are there?
25.
Okay. And how many have you used?
Oh, you can't use them.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Happy birthday, Megan. It's Roz and Mocha.
Thank you so much.
How you doing today?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Good. Are you wondering how we got your phone number?
I am. am going to wonder which one of either my boyfriend or my friend who sent it over to you.
It was your friend Marissa who sent us a note and said,
Amazing.
My friend Megan and I are huge fans of your podcast. We listen to it constantly and always discuss it while at work. She just celebrated her 2-year anniversary of being in Canada, and it's her birthday. It would mean the world to her if you could wish her a happy birthday. Because of COVID, she's missing out on celebrating with her family in the UK. She is not able to work right now, but I am still working in the office, and I miss her terribly. And then she adds in here, she will use that sentence against me until the end of time. Anyways, it would be really awesome if you would give her a call. So 2 things, I guess. Happy birthday, Megan, and also happy anniversary on being in Canada for the past 2 years, Megan.
Thank you very much.
What brought you here from the UK?
I just wanted to change, to be honest, and my family have lived out here before, but I stayed in the UK, so decided it was my time to come out here.
And what do you do?
I'm an osteopathic manual practitioner, so I'll be amazed if any of you know what that is.
My eyebrows just shot so far up in my head, they're on the back of my neck right now.
There's so many letters in that title.
Jeez.
What is it that you do?
So I'm an osteopathic manual practitioner, and it's basically a form of manual therapy, a bit like a cross between a physio, massage therapist, and a chiro all in one go.
Can you spell that? Because I really don't think that people should do a job that they can't spell.
I can spell it if you want me to.
Please do.
So it's OSTEOPATHIC and then manual practitioner.
Well, I'm going to have you do practitioner as well.
PRIAC.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Megan's going to spell on her birthday. So, Megan, pre-COVID, what would you have been doing to celebrate your birthday, and what are you actually doing to celebrate your birthday this weekend?
Honestly, not sure what I would. Oh, actually, I do know what I would have been doing. I was meant to be going to Mont Tremblant for my birthday.
Oh.
So we were meant to do skiing for the weekend, but instead I'm pretty much doing absolutely nothing, to be honest, other than getting cake out from our favourite place.
Oh, nice. And where's that?
So it's a restaurant called Community in Oakville.
Oh, nice. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Man, that sucks, huh?
Yeah, it is, but, that's just the way it is right now. I don't think anyone expected in 2021 to still not be doing anything, so...
Yeah, I know.
Well, you still got great people in your life. You got a lot of people that care about you, and you also have your friends, the Roz Mocha Show, giving you a shout for your birthday.
Awesome. Thank you so much for that.
Have a wonderful birthday. Thank you very much for listening. Between Roz and Mocha, who's your favorite?
I have no question about this one whatsoever, and it's been the same person from day one, and it is Roz.
Oh, wow.
And I'm not going to give a reason because I know Roz hates reasons.
Well, no, I only hate the reason. Listen, okay. I'm fine. I'm fine with the reason.
Yeah.
But what I find is that too often people say me when I'm not actually their favorite, and then when asked for a reason why, they just take that opportunity to troll me.
This
right?
is definitely actually not one of those cases.
So you're not going to say it's because I remind you of your grandfather?
I'm not going to say that.
Okay.
So do you want to know the reason?
No, I
Roz?
actually don't. I don't.
You don't?
I don't.
Okay,
No. Hell
not
no.
a grandfather.
Not
Maybe
today.
your dad. Maybe your dad.
That hasn't been a good day for me anyway. Okay. I don't.
Happy birthday, Megan. Love you lots.
Thank you very much.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
You see Krasinski on SNL this weekend?
I did not.
No. SNL's one of those shows I just watched the clips the next day. Like, I don't know when the last time I actually sat down and watched. First of all, it's way too late for me.
11:30?
Yeah, it's way too late.
What are we watching? We're catching up on Your Honor.
Oh, yeah.
Bryan Cranston.
Where are you on Your Honor? I forgot that was on last night. Ah, God damn it.
We just wrapped up episode 4.
Okay.
So I guess halfway of where it is in real time now, right?
Yeah.
It's good. I like it, man.
You do, huh?
Yeah, we
it's a good
were
show.
going to watch Palmer with Justin Timberlake.
No.
But not ready yet. Still.
No. Can't do that. But nobody's talking about, everybody's talking about it, but nobody brought up COVID when Krasinski and Pete Davidson kissed, huh?
Well, no, but they always get tested if there's a whole SNL
I know, but
thing.
still, that's sort of throw it in the face of people.
Yeah.
We understand everybody's getting tested, but you stand there and you don't.
Like, did they get tested?
You don't
like
kiss.
15 minutes before they went live?
Yeah, like
just to be safe.
I know there's a lot of things you can joke about, but I don't think you need.
It was an open mouth kiss.
Well, it
Still,
was.
Man,
it doesn't have to be an open mouth kiss. But here's that. Did you see that? Did you see them kiss?
I saw like on Twitter.
So okay, it's pretty good though.
I I got a question.
Okay, yeah.
Kiss Pam.
All right, none of these things are really questions, though, are they? Lauren, is there something we can do about all these questions? Oh,
Hey, John. How you doing?
Hi.
What's
Good.
up, man?
Is that Pam?
No, clearly this isn't Pam. This is Pete Davidson. So,
I think they really need for someone to be Pam.
really? I mean, I tried to explain to them that Pam's not actually.
I think we gotta give them what they want, Jim. Jim, you gotta kiss Pam.
That did feel good. That did feel really good. Wow, thank you, Pam.
And Krasinski's one of those guys where, like, no matter what he does in his career, Jack Ryan, all these other movies, like everything, he will forever be Jim Halpert.
Well, Netflix re-upped all that, huh? They were almost out of the Office woods. They were
Completely.
almost in the clear.
Like 2 years ago.
Yeah, and then they said that they were going to take The Office off Netflix, so you had 25 million people who decided to binge it again.
Did you see the other skit where he had to add lyrics? To The
Yeah,
Office?
I was going to get to that. So, you love. We've talked so much about the theme song for The Office, because they went through a whole bunch. Like the cast and everybody was like submitting what song should be the theme song for The Office, and he does what everybody else does, which is add dumb lyrics to it.
Scranton, 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 Scranton. That's where we all live and work. That's a calculator. There's Dwight. He's the bad guy. And the hero's name is Jim. Highlighting. That's his girlfriend. That guy's on the phone. Tie flip. Then there's me again. And Carell does the trophy thing. The office.
Amazing.
Yeah. The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
The Oakland airport now has a vending machine that offers up COVID-19 tests.
Really? Huh?
And it's the first of its kind in all of the U.S. And the test is $150, and then simple saliva test, and you send it away.
So it's not the bum test.
It's not the one that they have in China. No,
It's not the butt swab.
no. It's just a regular saliva one.
That would be
You
awesome if
Send
it
it
was.
away through
The vending
FedEx.
machine.
Imagine, and you couldn't leave the airport until you
See
prove.
everybody in the bathroom doing?
You know they have to have like special rooms for that, right? I don't think they'd make you go in the bathroom.
No, if you're testing yourself, you
Yeah,
just go to a stall.
you're testing yourself. You just get the swab out of the vending machine.
It's too much risk.
Right. So is it it's a saliva test?
It's a saliva one.
Okay.
And
So
then
like
you
the
just
mean-
send it FedEx, and then you have to download the app,
Right.
and you get the results 24 to 48 hours from the time that you send it, or
'Cause-
I guess the time that they receive it.
Because it's tough for people, because right now people trying to get home from all over back to Canada,
Yeah.
they're in countries where the tests are taking longer to deliver results than the 3 days mandated before you can get onto a plane. So you have people, booking a flight and getting their test done 3 days before they're supposed to fly, and they go to the airport, but they don't have their test, and they're like emailing and sitting there waiting on their phone, and they're missing flights.
Yeah.
And they just are repeating this over and over and over and over again.
The vending machine one, you have to wait for it. You have to mail it out.
Yeah. So you have to take it and then mail it, and then
So
what?
shouldn't the
Like-
vending machine be elsewhere other than the actual airport?
I don't know, because I guess right now, as it stands right now, no matter where you are in the world, whatever place you land in, you're supposed to quarantine for X amount of 14 days, right? Like mandatory. But this test is so that you can prove that you're okay to not quarantine
No,
for
but
14
the one in the
days
vending
because-
machine, you have to mail away and wait 2 days for it to come back. So are you sitting in the airport waiting 2 days?
No. You can go home or to your hotel or wherever.
Yeah.
You're supposed to quarantine, right? So you take the test, you send it out. So wherever it is that
Right.
you're quarantining,
Right.
you stay there, keep your ass there.
It's more for people who are landing in airports, not for people who are taking off.
No one's talked about a saliva. Like usually it's up your nose, like doing it the way they do the ancestor thing with spitting.
Yeah, there's a bunch of different tests. I think there's a blood test too that they're working on. But yeah, you have the in the nose, the butt test.
Which I don't know if they're going to bring that here.
What,
You
the
think
butt
so?
test?
Yeah.
It depends on how accurate it is. Believe me, if the butt test became the most accurate way to test for COVID, everything would be butt swabs. Everything would be butt swabs.
It'll be here.
Everything would be butt
I'd rather
swabs.
quarantine for 14 days, guys.
You would.
Yeah.
Then get a butt swab?
I think so.
Really? You would rather sit in a hotel room alone for 14 days rather than get a butt swab?
Okay, like, how...
I don't know, but they go in the nose real far.
I know.
Right? Like,
So that's my question, because from what I know of the nose swab, right?
yeah.
That's swab?
Yeah.
That's not a regular swab
No.
Q-tip, right?
And just
a
like
long-ass
it is,
swab.
and just like the nose swab though, like, and that's why a professional has to do it, or that's why somebody else has to do it. Because if you had to do the nose swab, you would never stick it in far enough for it to matter.
Absolutely
right?
not,
Like
no.
that's the thing. Like you would never do that to yourself. That's why you have to allow somebody else to do it. And I imagine it's the same way with the butt swab.
Like,
I would just sort of put it around the
Yeah.
area, you know what I mean? Like close enough,
Like a light tickle.
right? Yeah. Tickle swabs don't count, by the way.
Yeah. The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Happy Groundhog Day. It's the Roz and Mocha Show.
Uh-huh.
Happy Groundhog Day. It's the Roz and Mocha Show.
Oh, here we go.
Happy Groundhog Day. It's the Roz and Mocha Show.
Did you say it's Groundhog Day?
I did not. It's Tuesday.
What
He's
is a
Roz and
groundhog's
Mocha.
favorite color?
Oh, my God. We're doing Groundhog Day already. What is a groundhog's favorite color?
Mahogany.
Mahogany.
Because hog?
Gotcha.
What color is
Thank
mahogany
you.
anyway?
It is a dark brown
yeah.
with a little bit of hints of red.
Mahogany is like,
It's a very expensive wood.
yeah, it's like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like wealthy grandma banister wood.
Oh.
Mahogany is
yeah.
my favorite wood, by the way.
Yeah.
Morning, what?
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 What'd you say?
Huh?
Morning is your favorite
How's
wood?
that?
Why is coronavirus like Groundhog Day?
Oh, hey now. Come on, man.
I don't know if
It's
you can make
pandemic.
COVID jokes, bro.
Why?
If you stick your head out outside and encounter another person, you get 6 more weeks of quarantine.
If you what?
If you stick your head outside?
If you stick your head outside,
Stick your head up your ass. You get what?
6 more weeks of quarantine.
Gotcha. Okay.
What did the French groundhog see when he woke up?
A baguette.
No, his chateau. That was really good.
Okay.
I'm barely like.
It's like the best
I know.
joke ever.
Say it again, then more. In case people missed it.
Like, do you get it?
Here, just say it again.
Well, what did the French groundhog see when he woke up?
What?
His chateau.
Okay.
It's so funny.
Yeah, that's great.
What did the groundhog's trainer tell him before the Olympics?
Train harder.
No, go for gold.
Yeah, go for gold. Go for gold.
That's all I got.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Can I do this one more time, please?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
go ahead.
Okay. What did the French groundhog see when he woke up?
What?
A baguette.
No, his chateau.
Oh.
It's Groundhog Day, everybody.
Yeah. The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Maury put a song in there for you that I want you to. It's from the Jimmy Fallon.
Okay.
Did you see this? So the story goes that Jimmy Fallon was in a hardware store while he was still shooting the show from home. And he was walking around the hardware store and he heard a song and he Shazammed the song.
Okay.
And it was a song called Swingin' by Thad Cockrell. And he really liked it. And the song goes like this.
If I'm gonna go down, I wanna go down swinging. I wanna go down hard with all of my heart. If I'm gonna go down, I wanna go down swinging. I wanna go down hard with all of my heart.
Pretty cool, right? Not a bad track.
Yeah. Very retro feel to it. I like it.
Yeah. So nobody had ever heard of this song before. And Jimmy Shazammed it, and then Jimmy got a hold of Thad and invited him to come on The Tonight Show and play the song with the Roots, which he did.
Oh, great.
And the next thing you know, Thad wrote Jimmy Kimmel this. Jimmy Fallon. He said, I'm sending Jimmy Fallon my therapy bill. He broke my mind. Jimmy Shazammed my song in a hardware store and invited me to play on The Tonight Show with the Roots. Now the song is number 1 on iTunes.
Oh, wow. Is it really?
Yeah.
Holy.
Yeah, the song went to number 1. Above Blinding Lights, above everything else. Yeah.
All because Jimmy heard the song,
he heard
Shazammed it, invited him to play with the Roots.
Exactly, yeah.
And then had him on the show.
Yeah,
It's incredible.
He heard the song.
I love stories like that,
He heard the song in a hardware store,
Man.
and this guy was like already looking for new things to do in life. Yeah.
What was this, like his last shot?
I think so.
I'll put it out in the universe, see what happens.
Yeah. I think it was one of those.
Like
I think
that.
it was one of those things.
Yeah.
Where and then all of a sudden, you hear it. Like it's crazy, man. It's nuts.
Yeah.
Like Jimmy Fallon walking around a hardware store during COVID. Shazam's your song.
Minding his own business.
Like he didn't even have to Shazam it. Like that's the thing. It's like there's so many times where I hear a song that I don't know, and I got too many things in my hand. I got too much stuff going on to bring out Shazam. Shazam is such a great tool. It's a really
big time.
wild tool. Roxy was singing into Shazam last week.
Yeah, it's
trying
great.
Trying to find a song.
It's crazy how the tech has advanced so much.
Yeah.
You can just start singing a couple of words and the app will be like,
Yeah,
no
I know.
problem. Here you go.
I know.
There's a link.
Yeah, it's really wild, but that's what happened. So if you're wondering where this guy came from, because the song's everywhere right now. Thad Cockrell, the song is called "Swingin'."
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
New WandaVision episode is out today.
Oh, right.
Disney Plus and over on Apple TV Plus. I got to brace myself. I don't know if I'll be able to watch it this weekend as much as I want to, but that new Justin Timberlake Palmer movie is out.
Oh, right.
And when I watched
that's the one with the kid, right?
Yeah, when I watched the trailer with my wife, she started bawling.
Oh, God, who wants to do that to themselves?
And that was only like a 2.5 minute trailer, too.
No, can't. I know. I can't get in that headspace right now. I don't want to sit and cry.
I know, right?
No.
What is JT? That's my guy.
No, thank you. I'm not giving up tears for JT. I'll tell you that much.
No, not at all.
No,
Who would you give up tears for?
I'd give up tears for Matthew McConaughey.
I think we could all agree on that.
But not JT. Not right now. No, maybe at some point, but I'm not giving up tears on JT. I'm not ruining my night.
This may be the one for me.
Yeah?
With JT, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'd give up tears for Julie Roberts.
Oh, agreed.
Who else would I give up tears for? It's interesting, but not JT. He's not worthy right now for me. I got too much other stuff going on.
Not at all.
You want to cry? No, I wouldn't give up tears for Ryan Gosling, Maury.
Not Ryan Gosling either, huh?
No.
Channing Tatum?
Channing, now we're going downwards.
Not even Channing?
No.
What's the other movie? Oh, God. It
No.
came out last week, and oh, my God. What is it? We talked about it here. Hold on. I'm going to get the name of it. But the trailer for this movie almost
The
brought me to
trailer almost
tears.
made you cry?
Yeah.
I can't do that.
It's the new Jason Segel. Oh, my God. We were talking about it here.
Nah.
It was Jason Segel and Dakota Fanning.
Oh, the
Casey
friend
Affleck.
movie, the cousin, the friend,
We
the
are
best
friends.
friend.
This is my friend. You are my friend.
No, I'm not giving up tears for Casey Affleck either.
That one,
No.
that movie right there, I still
No.
haven't been able to bring myself to watch it yet.
No, not doing that. No, thank you. There's not a lot of people right now that I give up tears for.
Huh. So you need something with no tears.
Yeah, I'm just going to listen, man.
I guess we can all...
Yeah, it's called Our Friend, that movie.
Yeah.
I'm not giving up tears for Our Friend.
So then I
No.
guess this weekend we're all in agreement. Scarface it is?
I'm not giving up tears for Scarface either. Pacino? Hell no. Oh, Michelle Pfeiffer, though. I'd give up tears for Michelle Pfeiffer.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
A lot of people were expecting music from. I know everybody's been waiting on Rihanna. Drake got delayed. But what about JT? Are you excited for this?
Absolutely.
If JT comes out with new stuff.
Yes.
So on Friday, he was on with Fallon. And you know that those two are super tight, right? Like
Best friends.
It's more than an interview at this point. So listen to what JT has to say about new music.
Can we say, is there possibility that there's going to be a new Justin Timberlake album in the works?
Let's go with yes. I mean, I've been in and out of the studio, working on stuff, and I played you a few tunes. Let's just tell him. I played you a few tunes.
Let's just say, dude, I cannot wait. How do you have the patience to not just go, yeah, just listen to all this. Just get it out. Like how, it's just like you got to be zen. Because they're good songs.
Thanks, man. I don't know. I mean, listen, I sat on Mirrors for like 4 or 5 years.
Oh, geez.
And
Isn't that crazy?
Almost got to the point where I was like, what was that song we did? And
really?
And yeah, I don't know. I think I just take my time. Maybe that's my barometer, that if I still love him as much after time goes by, then hopefully people will after they hear him when time goes by.
You've collaborated with I think everyone at this point. Is there anyone that you haven't worked with yet that you'd love to get in the studio with?
Kendrick is on top of my list. Kendrick, Travis Scott.
Wow.
What do you think of that? Can you believe he sat on Mirrors for 5 years?
And that's such an incredible song.
I don't know how. And I'm with Jimmy Fallon on this one. I don't know how you can do that.
I think
because especially the way everything changes, especially the way music changes and tastes change and trends change, the fact that you can sit on something for 4 or 5 years and have it come out and still be
make
relevant.
minor tweaks or whatever, right?
It's wild
I guess
to me.
for some of these artists, because they write so much and they're recording so much, that maybe it was just too much at the same time. Right? You hear it over and over and over. You sing it over and over and over. And then after a while, you're like, well, is this even working?
Yes.
You start doubting yourself.
Yeah.
And then you shelve the project. And then you go back to it 5 years later and you re-listen to it. And you're like, yeah, you know what? Actually, this is a really good song. I'm going to change a couple of things, but this is a banger right here.
It's wild. And I know we were just talking about Rihanna as well. And I was reading that Peter Berg, the director, is in Barbados right now with Rihanna working on the documentary.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Yeah. So look for that. No, it's not the record.
But not working on the album. Damn it.
Yeah. The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Yo, Sean, what up? It's Roz and Mocha. How are you?
What's up, guys?
Here is what Sean texted us. Legit question. Is it wrong to schedule a delayed text message to your significant other just saying good morning or have a good day?
Hold on a second here. What?
So you want to be able to send your girlfriend, your wife, your husband, who?
My wife.
Your wife. Okay, so you want to send her a text message, but like schedule it to send it to her later in the day?
Yeah, would it be wrong to do something like that? Like, we both have really busy days.
Uh-huh.
Everyone's busy. I'm just curious. Like, would you find sending a delayed message of, hey, good morning, to be like, nah, that's not cool. Don't do that.
Hold on.
But you can't schedule a text like
yes,
that.
Can. You can
How?
totally schedule text.
What kind of phone are you using?
So, I'm using a Google Pixel.
Oh, okay. So I have an iPhone. Roz has an iPhone. So I don't know how to do it on iPhone. But you can schedule using Google Pixel?
You can use any Android phone and schedule a text message.
I think that you can schedule a text message. First of all, I didn't even know this technology existed. But I think that you can schedule a text message as long as you're up front that you scheduled the text message. I think if it's 4:00 in the afternoon and your wife gets a text that says, hey, love, it's 7:15 when I'm writing this now, but I'm sending it at 4:00 because that's the part of the day where I'm usually stressed and think about you. So I just wanted to let you know at my worst time of the day that I love you.
Ooh, pro tip.
Okay.
I don't think you can.
100%.
I don't think at 7:15 you can go schedule that text to go at 4:00 and then put your phone down, put your phone away, and then figure it's going to send anyway. So whatever.
Yeah.
No. I don't want it to be like you're forgetting about the person.
Yeah. No, I actually think it's a lovely gesture if you're upfront about it.
What if the text is, just leaving the office right now, see you soon, but you really left long ago?
Okay, so what if it's a lie then, right?
Yeah.
Like
No,
that's
then
what
that's
you're,
wrong.
that's yeah.
If you want
I don't know, man. Like you can't, Sean. Like in your day, you don't have. You say you're extremely busy. You don't have 30 seconds in a day to pull out your phone.
Well, sometimes you don't.
And send it. Yeah, absolutely, you do.
Sometimes
you don't have 30 seconds in your day to send your wife a text just to say, "Hey, love you, thinking about you."
No.
Oh, I could find the time, but there's days I forget.
Yeah, like the problem is this, is that sometimes you have 30 seconds in a day, but during that 30 seconds, the idea of grabbing your phone and writing that isn't what's going through your mind at that time, right? Like I get that. I really do. And what phone are you using? Maury wants to know.
Boy's gonna switch over to Android quick. He's gonna be like, "Yo, I love Android so much.
I love it so much, guys.
The technology is the best,
guys."
All right, so Sean, have you done this yet? Have you sent the delayed text message?
I have not.
Oh, okay. Wait, so you just like wanting to know what we think to justify the fact that you want to start doing this?
I didn't say I want to start doing it. I just wanted to know what your opinions were on it. But no, I just saw the feature recently. I guess it must have just come out recently as a feature on the phone because I know for my phone I haven't had it, but I know other Android phones have had it.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, listen, man, I think that if you're upfront about it, I think that it could come off as a really sweet gesture.
But if it's a way to trick the significant other, then I would say absolutely not.
No,
trick or to lie.
What's that, Maury?
You can do it on iPhone.
You can do it on iPhone.
There's an app called Delayed Message iMessage or something. It's an app.
Okay.
Where you sign in and then you type what you want and it'll send it for you.
Right. At whatever time you want it to?
That's right.
God, now you got apps on apps just to
for
micro
The
cheat.
more you already downloaded it, right?
Yeah, I did.
Completely.
Absolutely.
He
Yeah,
signed
yeah.
up for the monthly subscription. Thanks, Sean.
Thanks, guys.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Claire and Dale, Dale and Claire, Claire and Dale, Dale and Claire, Claire and Dale.
Are they back together?
Claire, Dale, Dale and Claire. No. But for a relationship that was so short-lived, I mean, it started off with them, I think, spending a total of 6 days together on The Bachelor. I know it worked out to 2 weeks in TV time, but I think it was actually 6 days. They fell madly in love. That happens. But then they broke up, and then it's just been messy, and I don't know. Anyway, so they're both now speaking out publicly, and Claire did a very long video talking about how she's been hearing a lot from fans, and they've been able to relate to her and what she's going through. This is a little bit of what Claire had to say.
That, honestly, is one of the main reasons why I chose to go on The Bachelorette, to be honest, is because I wanted to show you guys my idea of love is. My idea of love and to be loved is to have all of our shit that we go through, all the stuff that we experience in life, whether it's whatever you want to call it, like baggage, experiences, traumas, whatever we go through, whatever we carry with us, show up with it, and to know that all that, because of all that, in spite of all that, like, you are loved and you will be loved by the right person for all that you bring to the table, whether it's the good, the bad, everything that we bring to the table, the right person is going to love you for that. And I know it starts with loving yourself first and creating your own happiness first, and loving yourself for everything that you bring to the table.
Okay.
That's a lot. They don't know how to live a life that's not drama. You know what I mean? Like, they're so used to, like, they don't deal with a breakup. They do break up. You know what I mean? Like, they do a breakup. And this is how you do a breakup in Bachelor world, is like everything is just so
Just talking
heightened.
around in circles, too.
Yeah, and Dale, who, you know, again, like they should have just, at this point, you're living your own life. Like, you're just, and I understand that there's interest, but these long, like, heartfelt, broken, declarations on social media. So here's Dale.
The situation with Claire, it's sucked, you know? And I think everyone looks for a right answer, a right way to handle these things. Someone for guidance. And there really isn't one, you know? I'm like shaking right now. I think a good message for everybody, you know, and this has been a learning experience for me as someone who's had to provide for everybody all the time, for friends, family. And if I was hurting, not even having an option to keep going or to stop.
Please.
And just having to keep going.
Man.
For everyone else. and trying to move forward each and every day. It's rocked me. And I felt so many emotions, so much guilt, but also so much confusion, so much hurt.
So they're all just like competing for sympathy
Well,
from everyone?
here's the thing: is that he at the beginning of all this, he wasn't playing by the rules. He wasn't doing a breakup. So if you remember, he dipped and then immediately sent out a statement on Instagram, being like, "Hey, man, it didn't work out. Okay, I'm gonna live my life. She's gonna live her life. Respect her privacy. All good." And then boom, he was in New York City. He did it wrong because that's not how you're supposed to do it in Bachelor World. In Bachelor World, you're supposed to do this. Right? Like there was no tears. There was no emotion.
Stretch out the drama.
Yes, you got to stretch it out, man.
So what? He put out his video statement after
I
or
don't know.
before?
Well, I don't know.
Claire?
Could have been before, could have been after. It's inevitable at this point because
After? It was after?
It was
Dale
after.
was after?
Okay. Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
man.
So this is now you have to do it right.
Yeah.
And at the beginning of this, he didn't do it right. He just treated it like a regular breakup. Hey, my God, I'm sorry, it didn't work out.
You're not a regular guy anymore.
No. So this is what you have to do. That's why he erased that original thing. He wasn't doing it right. You got to cry. Like you got to go on. This is what you do when you're in that machine of Bachelor World. Because if you don't cry, there's no chance you're going to get the shot at being the Bachelor.
Yeah.
And now everything he's doing is to build the sympathy as opposed to the guy that dumped Claire. Now you have to be these sort of, brokenhearted, sympathetic character.
Yeah, I made a mistake.
Yes.
Or
please.
we
yes.
didn't
I tried
work
so
out.
hard.
Yeah.
There's so much expectations on me. People are mean. This is how you become the Bachelor, right?
And
that's
now I'm here looking for love.
Thank you. Thank
Well, what
you.
about his real estate girlfriend? Allegedly.
What about her? Allegedly. I don't know. She'll probably show up as one of the 20. You know what I mean?
Probably.
Yeah. The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Chances are you've heard Olivia Rodrigo driver's license because it's literally everywhere now. And currently working on an album, but also starring in High School Musical, the series on Disney+.
Yes, sir.
So she's got a massive fan base already, and her fan numbers are going up because of this song. So we caught up with Olivia Rodrigo yesterday.
Massive song.
And one of the things we started off with was when you look at the success of driver's license, we wanted to know from her, like what her reaction is to the fan reaction to the song, and if stuff like that crosses her mind when she's writing new music. Like, does that play a factor?
Yeah, I guess I try not to write songs with other people's opinions in mind. It just messes with me, and I write badly. But I always loved this song so much, and after I finished writing it and got it produced, I would drive around in my car and listen to it sometimes when I was feeling sad, because it just so perfectly captured how I was feeling at this moment in my life. And so it always really resonated with me a lot. And so I guess at the end of the day, that's all I could have done. I just made a song that I just you put it out into the universe, and at that point it's not yours anymore. It's everyone else's.
And when a song is as massive as Driver's License is, it's hard not to be inundated with all the information every single day, right? The streaming numbers are going up every single day. The YouTube views are going up every single day. Her DMs are blowing up every single day. And at 17 years old, when you have this number one smash that is taken over globally, do you pay attention to all of those numbers? Do you want to know what it's doing today on every single streaming platform compared to the day before?
It's so exciting for me to see that. But on the other hand, I truly cannot wrap my head around it. I look at the numbers and that's too big of a number. That doesn't make any sense. That's it doesn't compute in my mind sometimes. But it's been just so exciting, and I don't know. I think the coolest thing is to see it really affecting people in the real world. It's one thing to see the numbers in the charts, but to have my friends text me and be like, I'm getting a burrito right now and they're playing it in Chipotle. You know what I mean? That's so cool. So yeah, it's been so surreal. I had no expectations for this song, but even my highest expectations could not have, been this. So.
And I don't know if you guys remember when Olivia Rodrigo, when the song Driver's License went to number one, And she was up there with names like The Weeknd and Taylor Swift and Billie Eilish, right? You're this 17-year-old, not unknown, but new artist to a lot of people.
Yeah.
Right?
No, for sure.
You know, she tweeted or she put on Instagram how excited she was, and then Taylor Swift reached out almost immediately and replied publicly on her Instagram page. And then it got us thinking, like, okay, so if Taylor Swift replied, who else is like either DMing you or publicly trying to get in touch with you, right? Like, what other superstars that you look up to are now reaching out?
Billie Eilish DM'd me the other day and said that she loved it and that she was really happy for me. So that was insane because she's just such an icon and I look up to her in so many ways. Lord doesn't have Instagram, but Lord's sister DM'd me and said that Lord likes the song. So I was like,
oh, nice.
I know she's a little back end there, but I'm obsessed with Lord and so inspired by her also, and especially in this song, I was like really inspired by her. So that was surreal. Demi Lovato DM'd me yesterday. Like, it's just crazy.
Wow.
Who I've looked up to for so long. Kind of like, it's crazy to think that they're like my peers now, like that.
Yeah, of course. You're on that level now, right?
Her life completely changed. That's Olivia Rodrigo talking about her song Driver's License and just how things have completely taken off and taken over now. Her birthday is coming up on Feb 20th.
How old?
And she's going to be 18.
Oh my God.
Right? A big age, especially if you're in the States, right? A big age to celebrate, but she can't celebrate. Last year, she was able to celebrate turning 17.
Yeah.
Because it was right before the lockdown. Yeah. This is her first, she's like...
It's big 18. That's a
right?
big one.
Yeah. And this is her first COVID birthday. So what were the plans? What are the plans? Like, what's going on?
So it's my 18th, so it's a big one. So I wanted to do fun, but like, I don't know what I can do. I was always going to say, like, I always said that I was just going to go to the store and buy a lottery ticket. But I think the plan now is I was going to get like a tattoo or a piercing, and I was like, I don't want to get a tattoo. So I'm just going to get a second ear piercing, but I can do it now. So that's what I'm going to do on the 18th.
But then had to ask about the tattoo. Because if you are going to go down the road of a tattoo, especially your first tattoo, what do you get, Olivia Rodrigo?
I don't know if I am going to get one. I'm like debating. I wanted to get one with my best friend, who's like, we're both like huge Swifties, and Taylor Swift has like 13 on her hands. Like when she did like the Fearless tour, she like had like 13 on her hand. And so we wanted to get like little baby 13 somewhere on our hand. Like,
oh, that's sick.
Yeah, for just like a Taylor Swift tattoo. Like, I don't know if that makes me too much of a crazy fan. Like, I don't know if I can like go that far, but yeah, so that was my one idea, but I don't think that it'll happen anytime soon.
Olivia Rodrigo, biggest song in the entire world.
Yeah, man.
Driver's License.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Dan Moore, get in here for a sec. I wanted to show you guys this.
Shouldn't have.
You remember when you bought those Lady Gaga Oreos?
Yes.
That you had to special order from the States.
Yes.
Lady Gaga partnered with Oreo and came out with her Chromatica colored Oreos, where the cookie was like, I think green, and then the cream inside was pink.
They were kind of stale.
And we tried them on the show. And
Yeah.
they were like, whatever. Like, I'd rather have a regular Oreo.
Half
to be
my
honest
cookie and one of them was missing. It was missing the bottom cookie.
Yeah.
So Dan Mori paid $50.
Yeah.
US.
Yeah.
Did that include shipping or no?
It did.
Okay.
Does that make it better?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
And you can't get these in Canada at all.
You cannot.
So Kayla Akosua, who listens to the Roz and Mocha Show, her entire family listens. And Kayla listens from Texas.
Oh.
And heard us talking about the Lady Gaga Oreos and how Dan Mori spent $50.
Yeah.
Kayla DM'd me a picture. She went to the grocery store and she was like, come on. Look at this shelf full of
gosh.
Lady Gaga cookies.
Oh my God.
Full.
Yeah, it's full.
Look at this shelf, Maury.
What's the price?
Okay, here's the kicker. So
Yeah.
Dan Maury paid $50 US.
Now, keep in mind, I
What?
can't get it in Canada. I'm not like Kayla.
Yeah.
I can't go to the mart.
Okay.
Okay. There are, like, I can't even tell you how many
Oh, hundreds of them. They're
containers
stacked.
of Oreos.
Yeah.
$3.67.
Yeah. Yeah.
U.S.
Okay. Okay. There's
Yeah.
nothing you
No,
could
but
say
hold on.
that's going to make it better.
Is there?
No.
No, there is. Like, is
What?
she sending me some?
No.
No, absolutely not.
Oh, so then what's the point?
So, and also the $50 container of Lady Gaga cookies you got? Was it like 4 in them?
It was like, I think 6. I think it was 6. Yeah.
So this pack that Kayla sent in this photo, I think it is.
It's like a full box.
There's like 25 or something
Yeah.
in here for $3.67.
Okay, but can I just say something?
Yeah.
2 things, actually.
Go ahead.
There was the convenience of just paying $50 and
Excuse me, the convenience of paying $50 for 6 cookies that you had to order from America and wait for FedEx to deliver them, and then you had to sign for them. What is convenient about that?
All I had to do was click.
No. But what is convenient about that?
Oh, just that I was able to find them and I was able to just get them. Okay?
Okay.
No, but
Which
the
could
other
be
thing I was
said
gonna
just
say-
about, you could say the same thing about herpes.
Herpes is
You know what I
free.
mean? But you know what I mean? It's relatively easy to get.
Okay, the other thing I was going to say is,
You
once I
find it?
committed, there was
Yeah.
no turning back. I guess also it's herpes.
Again. Much like herpes.
Yeah. The Roz and Mocha Show podcast. Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
What advice can you guys give me?
Okay, so my question is, got a problem you can't fix?
Roz and Mocha got you.
Welcome to the Roz and Mocha Show. Mel, how are you?
I'm well. How are you guys?
We're doing good. So, what's up?
Good. I need some help with the talk.
The talk. Yeah, you wrote it says, Roz Mocha, fix my life. I have 2 kids, ages 11 and 7. Your 7-year-old son has started to ask where babies come from, and I've always told him that storks delivered him to us. Even though he's seen pregnant pictures of me, he hasn't put 2 and 2 together just yet. I'm wondering if you already had the talk with Roxy, and if so, what was your and Catherine's approach? So what does the 11-year-old think?
She did give him an advice that cuddling is involved, but that's pretty much as far as it went.
Cuddling is involved in making babies.
Cuddling.
Okay.
Yes, and that's what she told him.
Okay, so what is your reluctance to be honest?
I don't think there's no intent of not being honest. I think I want to try to maintain their innocence.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of in no rush to give them all that information.
But wouldn't you rather them hear the information from you than to learn it from, let's say, online, or have other kids in their class talk to them about it?
I guess, but I guess I'm just not comfortable or haven't had that experience with my own parents, since I did grow up in a very conservative household.
Yeah.
Like my parents didn't sit me down and had that talk with me.
Oh, yeah, you and me both, Mel. No talk. No talk from Vernon's Arena at all.
No, nothing, huh?
No, everything I learned was from
the streets.
The streets,
Yeah.
my friends.
Okay, I'll
That's
say
right. Same here.
I will say this: the one thing you can't do is you can't lie. Okay, so there's no stork. There's no stork story. Those words should never even come out of your mouth when you're talking to a child. The truth is the world that you have to live in. However, when it comes to the truth, it doesn't have to be the whole truth. Okay, and I would say that the best way to approach these things is to ask your kids what they know and ask your kids what questions they have, instead of sitting them down because they see a pregnant woman, they don't know what happens. And if you sit a kid down and you tell them everything right away, like all 100% from start to finish, you're going to blow their minds. Okay. So I would feed off their curiosity. Kids are very curious. And I would ask your kid, well, what questions do you have? Where do you think they come from? And then answer yes or no. And then you can fill in details, but you can't lie. Okay, you got to tell them the truth, although it doesn't have to be the entire truth. It can evolve over time where the more questions they have. I just think that the healthiest place to be in a household is to establish an environment where if they are curious and have questions, they can come to you and you're going to give them a straight answer.
Makes sense. Totally.
And you know what, Mel, to be honest with you, your 11-year-old probably knows more than she's telling you.
I'm pretty sure. I asked her how she found out. She's like, "Oh, the kids at school talk about it."
Yeah.
So hey, wait a second. So are you talking to your 11-year-old about puberty and stuff?
Yes, I am.
You are? Okay.
Oh, okay.
So
she has started to develop. So yeah.
Okay, so you're talking to
We
her
do
like
have an open relationship.
Okay,
good.
so you guys are having conversations about periods and all that other stuff too, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay, so you know how to have those conversations with kids.
I do. But just in that department, I'm not so comfortable.
Right. I would, I would, I would rely on their curiosity and their questions, and I would sort of live in a world of truth, although it doesn't have to be the entire truth, and I would build a relationship where if they have questions and if they are curious, they will always come to you because they know that they're going to get an answer.
Okay. And
start there. But you can sit them down and say, all right, listen, what do you know? What do you think? And then they're probably going to have a little theory, right? And it's probably going to be hysterical, and you're probably both going to have a laugh about it. And then,
But then that breaks up the tension. It eases everything, right?
And then you're going to have
That's true.
And then you're going to have to say the word penis.
Okay.
And not to scare you, Mel, but I think I knew everything when I was in like 6th or 7th grade.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Okay. My daughter's in 6th grade,
Yeah, and that was just from talking with friends.
But boys are more open, I think, and more vocal.
Yeah, and I'm sure he has questions. You just have to let him ask them. And if he's way off or if he's too shy, then you got to get it out of him. Like you have to be the adult in the room here, and you got to initiate these conversations because there is no way that they're not curious, and there's no way that they don't have their own theories. You gotta let them trust you. You know what I mean? That's what it comes down to. They got to be able to rely on you for things like this because you're the one that's got to help them get through the world.
That's true. You're right.
Does that help, Mel?
Oh, for sure. Totally. Thank you, guys.
All right. You're welcome.
No more storks.
No more
Stop
storks.
telling your kids about storks.
It's the end of that's it for the day.
Yes.
I won't be telling them that anymore.
All right. I thought babies came out the butt.
With a stork, right? Could they still then bring you a baby when there's like a massive snowstorm?
I guess not.
Yeah, and like, does the stork put the baby in you? Like, how did you explain that?
Oh, nothing. I just said, the storks delivered them to you.
But they drop it at your front door, or like they sneak in the middle of the night, and there's an insertion. Like, how does
There's a little drop box.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. You know
See,
what?
complicated.
Yeah, it's very complicated. Once you're gonna tell one lie, and next thing you know, you're like, you got to tell 1,000 lies just to cover up that one lie.
That's true. That is true. That is so true.
Right.
Yes. Thank you so much,
You
guys.
got it.
Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life
On Kiss.
Did you hear about these crazy parties that were happening at this condo unit in Vancouver?
No.
Past couple of weekends now?
No.
Yo, nuts. Vancouver police say they issued more than $17,000 in fines and arrested a 42-year-old man at a condo penthouse allegedly operating as a, quote, makeshift nightclub. And a ton of people who were at this party over the weekend were arrested and taken out by the cops. This happened on Richard Street, by the way. Police say when they attended the property on Sunday, the penthouse was, quote, packed with people and appeared to be running as a nightclub or a show lounge. Officers found 78 people inside the 3-level apartment and none of them wearing masks. There were menus, tables, point-of-sale terminals, and cash registers all set up.
This is really late in COVID to be doing that. This is all stuff that we had at the beginning of the first lockdown.
I know.
When rich people were turning their mansions into casinos and people were partying in storage lockers.
I know. There could potentially be charges under the criminal code, for example. They may face additional fines for violating health orders, where the penalties can run up to $10,000 and 1 year in jail.
Yeah.
The venue operator could also face penalties for operating a venue without a liquor license. And it's the same building police had to go to last week, like the weekend before, following a tip about a 100-person party at the penthouse. That night, police issued $2,500 in fines.
Good.
To top it all off,
this
guy that was throwing this party at this condo unit in Vancouver, who's been doing it more than once.
Right.
He actually had a doorman standing outside the unit.
Yeah, listen, man.
With a ticker.
Yeah.
Was wearing like protective vest.
Yeah.
And like wads of cash.
Yeah. Yeah.
I guess to handle, there's like a door fee or
man.
whatever, right?
If you're gonna do it, it's to pay off the concierge downstairs.
Yeah, probably.
Right?
Yeah, but it's wild out there.
Listen, people are going to do this, and sure, you can find them and everything else, but I don't know if even that is going to stop them because people need to let loose. And I'm not condoning it at all, but people need to socialize and they need to let loose and they need to have fun.
But it's a little bit ridiculous.
It's a little bit ridiculous.
It's ridiculous
100%.
to throw a party with 100 people inside of a condo unit.
Absolutely.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I understand you want to go for a walk. You want to get outside.
No. People need to rip it up, man. The walk is not ripping it up.
Most
people need to go out and they need to flirt and they need to get drunk in a social atmosphere and they need to feel pretty.
But this
and
is
they need
excessive.
It's absolutely it's
This is
excessive.
excessive.
Most condos can't even fit 100 people.
No, this is a 3-floor
this is a
giant
3-floor
penthouse.
man.
Because I was immediately thinking, like, I can't even fit 100 people in a condo.
No. This is a massive unit. But listen, people need to do this. And I know nobody likes to hear that, but that's the reality. People got to cut loose, man.
I know, but not like this.
Then like what, though? Then like what?
On Zoom.
Like it's
keep your ass at home until it's safe to do this.
Yeah, that's easy to say.
Right. You want to live it up? Go to New Zealand. They got it.
No, they're not going to let you. They're not going to let your
New Zealand's not letting anybody in.
COVID-infected ass into New Zealand.
True.
Right? Not on my island.
Can't you just do it with mannequins or something, like, or on Zoom or something?
No. Everybody's sick of that, man. They need human interaction. They need to.
I know,
they
but
need
this
that.
is excessive.
It is absolutely excessive. But I sort of appreciate the fact that they turned it into a business as opposed to just
throwing a party,
ripping up a condo. Right? Why not open a nightclub? Like, people are going to do this.
Got to recoup all that liquor you
What
bought,
are you going to do, man?
Right? Here we go.
The Roz and Mocha Show
podcast.
So Cardi B. The announcement was supposed to come yesterday, and it did. Now, a lot of people were saying it's going to be new music. A lot of people saying it was going to be some sort of new clothing line. A lot of people thinking that she was going to do another Super Bowl commercial. A lot of people thought she was pregnant. Like, a lot of people thought she was pregnant.
Yeah.
Because of the way that she was walking down the stairs holding her coat over her belly.
I had said I thought it was going to be a new song.
Yeah.
Or at least a new album.
And so the announcement happened yesterday, and it is a new song called Up, and it's dropping on Friday.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
Hey guys, so make sure y'all order the limited CD, and I promise you this CD will be arriving on Friday. Not in a week, not next week, not this and that. It will be arriving this Friday. It's not going to be like the vinyls. I know the vinyls, it took so long to get, but that's because of the vinyl company. But the CD is just wang. So make sure y'all get it on cardiB.com. Y'all know my website. Swipe up and and yeah, it's in my Twitter, everything.
Yeah, I love you, Cardi B.
Right.
So real.
Yeah. So there you go. Brand new Cardi B. Now, do you think it's going to be... Up is a weird one because when you think Up, and I know that the artwork shows Cardi floating around in a bubble above the city. That's like the movie Up, right? With the old guy in the house and the kid.
Oh my God, I love that movie so much. It's
so sad.
It's so sad.
I know. Do you think it's going to be sort of in the vein of WAP, like kind of raunchy, R-rated?
Oh, it is going to be a filthy,
you think so,
filthy song. Yes.
Yeah.
If it's Cardi B, my God, yes.
Yeah. Looking forward to it, though.
Yeah, definitely.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
So last night on The Bachelor, so much went down, even in the first 45 minutes, man.
Wild.
We'll get right into it, which was the storyline with Brittany and Anna. And Brittany was one of the new girls that showed up. And Anna, who was already in the house from the same hometown, so that she started getting messages from people that Brittany was a call girl. And it really took Anna by surprise, and then she denied it. And then it sort of broke Brittany, and she wasn't the same. And so Matt wound up pulling Anna aside to confront her about that.
I made a mistake. I said an offhanded comment, and now I just feel like the guy I've given up my life for now has a bad opinion about me that is so not accurate. Obviously, I need to talk to him. I just don't even know how to explain it to him. I am so sad and upset with myself. It's the first thing you should know. Before even coming here, I received messages about another girl who'd also be here, Brittany. And then when she did show up, the worst thing I could say was said, and immediately I felt horrible about it. And I completely apologized. I was like, this is on me. Yeah. This is me being a shallow person, the worst moment ever.
I was just shocked when Brittany told me, because when I first met her a few days ago, she was like spunky and just like super bold and confident. And then when I pulled her aside to talk to her tonight, she just broke down. And I was like, damn.
I feel horrible, like so immensely horrible. Like I'm breaking out in a rash because I'm like so sad.
But the thing that Matt doesn't know, and he now knows because he's watching the show, is that it's not like it was a one-time conversation that took place. It took place over... multiple different conversations.
It did. And I don't know. This is where I go back to the actual production of the show, because everybody knows what that label can do to a young woman when you get that sort of, slut label attached to you. And I don't know why at that point the production didn't walk in and immediately walk up to Anna and say, hey, listen, you might as well stop with this because none of this is going to air. Everything you say and that accusation of her being a call girl, none of this will see the light of day. It's not going to be a part of this story. And it should never have been in the show. It really shouldn't.
Or to make things easier, just in case it would have at some point come out again in a conversation that maybe Anna wouldn't think is being recorded.
If you bring that up again, you're going home.
Or they could have just sent her home immediately.
Yeah.
Right? Like it's been, like you said it once, you said it again, you keep saying it again and again and again to people.
They can cut and manipulate
who are
this show.
not Brittany, like, maybe it's time for you to walk away, right?
Now, speaking of horrible people, so last night was the end of Queen Victoria's reign.
I know. Who's going to be the new villain
now? I know. So Victoria grabbed Matt to have a conversation, and it went like this.
And I had this conversation with Ryan, and before I could even ask her a question, she's crying. And I'm just like... It was kind of similar to how my conversation with Brittany went about Anna. Now I'm doing the other women here a disservice by not making this a safe space for everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? People's words are so powerful. And when you said that Ryan was a hoe, her being a dancer, I don't think you know how...
That was completely taken out of context.
Like, I'm just curious, like, what context would calling somebody a hoe be acceptable to be taken in?
Yeah. Time to explain yourself, Victoria. And what? Oh, can't say anything now, huh?
I just have a lot to think about.
Oh, not really.
Am I missing something here? Like, I make the house toxic. That's completely crazy. Completely crazy. And, like, I know there's no truth to that.
Okay.
Hello, we have example.
So anyway, let's go to clip number 7 because we're running out of time here. So Victoria did not get a rose, and her sort of exit was one of boldness, defiance, and she pulled the thing that, like, awful people say to people when they don't get their way, which is, I feel sorry for you.
I'm upset because I know I didn't do anything wrong.
Likewise. Thank you. Bye.
I was invested. I cared about him.
This is right after the rose ceremony.
Yeah.
Hi, guys. So, I think he made a huge mistake. I honestly feel so sorry for you that you would listen to hearsay and not all of the facts behind a situation.
His face.
So, goodbye.
Later.
You think I'm gonna go hug him goodbye? No. And he just stared at me.
Well, yeah.
How dare you?
How dare
you? He's
you?
not my king and I'm still a queen. Matt is a jester. The fact that, like, he chose Katie over me, ugh. Yeah, Matt, I feel sorry for you with your choices.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Fred VanVleet, huh?
Yo. Man.
We have not done a lot of Raptors talk this season. And I don't bring it up because I know it hurts you.
Hey, 2 in a row now. I'm good.
Okay. Yeah. You've just discovered them again, huh?
Oh, man. I love my Raptors so much.
So this was significant for 2 reasons. One, he got 54 points last night, which broke DeMar DeRozan's record, correct?
Yeah.
And also, that is the league record for an undrafted player.
Correct.
Right. Which is dope.
DeMar tweeted last night, congrats to my brother, Freddie V. Kyle, old ass, couldn't do it. Glad you did, champ. Been telling you. I wonder if DeMar like misses playing with the guys on Toronto. I don't think he's having as much fun with San Antonio. Although I don't follow San Antonio. I don't follow anything that the Spurs are doing. But I can only imagine just seeing DeMar in that Raptors uniform and the way he was with the other guys. Like, if he misses all of that, right?
I'm sure. I mean,
the fans are better here. That's been proven.
Yeah, I mean, you miss your friends, though, too, right?
Of
like,
course.
when you get close to guys and, then trades happen and everything else. And, you're a professional, so they still, give it all. But, of course, you miss them. It's not the same.
This is what happened when Fred broke the record.
Scoops it up and in on a reverse, and Fred VanVleet with a new franchise record, 54 points in the game.
So good. By the way, Raptors won 123-108 against the Magic. We play Brooklyn Friday night.
So it's 54 points in one game.
In one game. He also got what, 11 3-pointers last
crazy.
night, which is another best for him. But this was VanVleet after the game.
Yeah, it was only a matter of time. Every time I get a 30 or a 34, I usually get a text from DeMar telling me that I'm weak for not passing his record. So I definitely had him in mind as I got close down the stretch.
Okay, and you're asking whether DeMar misses playing with that guy? Of course he misses playing with that guy.
Congrats, Raptors.
Yeah. The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Raptor fans actually still hype off of the fact that Fred VanVleet set a franchise record, 54 points that he scored 2 nights ago. And he did an interview with Tim and Sid on Sportsnet yesterday. And man, I got to tell you, Fred VanVleet, this guy gives like the best interviews ever.
More than what it was for sure. Like if I was being thirsty and trying to get more and being even more aggressive than I was, like I even the shots that I got were pretty much all catch and shoots and, within the offense. I didn't really try to break any off. I thought about a logo 3 one time, and I ended up getting a layup off of it. But I looked at it for a second and I was like, it's going pretty good. I'm going to take my chances, in my decision making. So it happened the right way for me. And, hopefully it won't be the last time I have a big game.
He was asked, by the way, whether or not he could have scored more than 54 points, which is why he was being a little bit confident. But he also said 2 nights ago, he was talking about DeMar DeRozan because he broke DeMar's record.
Yeah.
And how DeMar would always like text him after a game, a high scoring game, but not that high, and kind of like poking him a little bit. Like, hey, you did good, but you still didn't get to me. And they asked him, Tim and Sid asked Fred VanVleet who the first person was he spoke to after the game. And I assume when they asked him that question, he was going to be like, oh, yeah, DeMar. I talked to DeMar, but it wasn't DeMar.
Probably just talking to my mom, and the first thing, she said was I should have got 60 or 70. That was probably it. She wanted to know why the guy stopped passing me the ball. You know how moms are. She couldn't believe she felt like I should have scored 70. So that was probably one of the first people I talked to after the game.
Imagine that. You're on a natural high after scoring 54 points, and your mom calls just to diss you.
Yeah, 54 is great, but
you could have done better. Raptors play Brooklyn tomorrow night.
Yeah. The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Michael B. Jordan told People magazine that he'd be down to appear in Black Panther 2.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
As Killmonger again.
I don't know about that.
You have to figure out a way because spoiler alert, he died.
Well, it was so brilliant the way he died. Like it was so great. And I know that in these movies, especially now when you start, putting yourself in the mindset of possibly doing a multiverse.
Sure.
would that make sense in some way? But I have full trust in the brains behind Black Panther 2. I have full trust behind Marvel, and I have full trust behind Ryan Coogler, everything else.
Because they know they have to make this one work.
But
it has to make sense.
And I know people are extremely hurt because Chadwick Boseman died.
Yeah.
And I know that Michael B. Jordan, just being in that movie, would feel a little bit like home, and it would take it would take a little bit of the sadness away.
Yeah.
But if they don't do it, here's what I fear. Here's what I fear is that if they don't find the perfect way to bring Killmonger back, I think it actually takes away from the brilliance that Michael B. Jordan and Chadwick Boseman put into the first one.
Which is why I feel like they would spend the most amount of time on making sure that they do this one right.
Yeah, I don't know how you do that, though. I don't know.
Relationship,
I don't know.
They make magic, right? Chadwick Boseman and Michael B. were just so close to one another.
Yeah.
And Michael B. and Ryan Coogler, the director, those guys are amazing together.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
They've done
No,
how
I
many
agree.
movies
No,
now,
no, I
right?
know.
They've done like
Yeah.
4 movies together.
Yeah. I don't know. I think that if it's not done perfectly, I really think that it takes away from the magic that they created in that first one.
Yeah.
I think that you run the risk of it feeling a little bit forced, or it's there to just. I don't know. I don't know. And I liked the Killmonger character. I really did. And I liked the way he died, like everything, right? Like everything about it was just great. I was shocked that they actually went that way with it. I was like, this is such a brilliant character. How is this a one and done with Killmonger?
Well, maybe because we don't know, the general public, maybe the plan is to bring him back.
Yeah.
Right? Maybe the plan was to always have him come back into the MCU in some way. But I just think that with Michael B. and, again, Ryan Coogler teaming up together to do this, like those guys, like Creed, like the Creed movies, those are still some of my favorite.
The first one.
Bro, to this day.
Yeah.
To this day.
The second one wasn't that great.
Every now and then, I will put up on YouTube they have.
What do you watch? Like an inspirational video?
Yeah,
what do you watch?
The training montage.
Yeah,
right before he gets right when he's in Philly there, and Rocky's sick with cancer. Spoiler alert! And he's training for that fight against Ricky Conlon.
Yeah,
right. And then he gets all the bikers in Philly to all race behind him. As he's running down the street. That whole montage.
Yeah. Yeah, it's dope. Like Creed's a great movie. And those two together. No, you're right. They do create magic, and that's why I was really shocked that it was a one and done for Killmonger. But I think that don't get me wrong. I would love to see that character back. Yeah. I really would. I think he's a great character. But I think that if it's not done right, it does a disservice to what they all created in that first one.
Well, according to Michael B. Jordan, he told People magazine that if asked to be Killmonger again for Black Panther 2, he's down. Yeah. Absolutely down.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
The Weeknd announced his full rescheduled tour for 2022.
Is this his third or fourth time? Third time?
Jeez, man. The North American leg of the After Hours World Tour will now start January 14th, 2022 in Tacoma, Washington. Damn. The Canadian,
you can drop a full album between now and then already.
It's crazy, man. It's nuts. The Toronto date is Feb 1st. The Winnipeg date is Jan 19th. Vancouver, January 14th and 15th. Edmonton, January 17th. Montreal, Feb 3rd. And then back to Toronto, April 10th and 11th.
Damn.
So 4 Toronto shows. 2 Vancouver shows. Wow, 4 Toronto shows. That's a lot, man. Feb 1st and 2nd, and then April 10th and 11th. That's a lot. But yeah, no, that's everybody now. Nobody's touring in 2021.
No, not at all.
It's not going to happen.
No. I feel like everyone waits to see what, forget about medical professionals. Not to discount what they're saying, right? Yeah. But I feel like, especially in the States, they all wait to see what Dr. Fauci has to say.
Listen, I get so many problems with Dr. Fauci just because he was spitting so much disinformation at the very beginning of this. I look for my information from multiple places as opposed
Right.
to Fauci.
And that's what everyone says. That's what they say, right?
Yeah.
Go look for when you see a story, read the story, go search for the source of everything as well, right?
Listen, yeah.
And
listen.
Fauci at first was saying, like recently, he was saying that we could, once people are vaccinated, get back to somewhat of a more normal life in the fall of
Justin
this year.
Bieber rescheduled his tour for this summer.
Yes, it's not going to happen.
Yeah, but
It's
that's not
gonna
even going to happen
You can't-
because everything else, all the other events are all being canceled for this
He
year
hasn't
and over the
canceled yet.
summertime. Oh, you
Yeah.
will.
No,
You will.
because they don't want to the reason they don't cancel is because they don't want to give their money back. Yeah. That's the problem. A lot of artists at the beginning
like a
of all
pandemic, right? Like we know you're not going to be doing a show.
No, I know, but when you don't, here's the thing, okay? I have great respect for people who cancel their tours because their fans everybody's out of work and everybody was hurting, and your fans get their money back.
Mhm.
When you postpone, they don't.
Billie Eilish did it right. when
Billie Eilish did it right.
She was the last person to announce that she was canceling.
Cancel and just reschedule
Give everybody
later
a
on.
refund. Yeah.
Bieber's was a postponement. These are all postponed shows from
so his
before.
fans don't get their money back, and that's a problem.
Right,
It's
right.
it's a problem for fans. You know, the real great ones, Billie Eilish, and I think Bon Jovi was one of the
Bon
first
Jovi
bands
did it too,
where
yeah.
they just straight up canceled it because they're like, listen, man, you guys need this money more than I do. We will be back on the road at some point.
And that's the way to do it.
But it's not even like you look at sports and they're going to start to allow, certain amounts of fans in there, but you can control that, right? Like you can control in one arena, how many people are allowed in and what's going on. It's different when you as an artist, like The Weeknd, you're not playing all 50 shows in a tour in one place where you can control. You actually have to tour. So you are now dealing with all the COVID protocols of being on the road and traveling, which is a whole other level than even bringing fans to a football game. Like being a touring artist is a whole, that's going to be way after.
Will the stage be covered in the plexiglass?
Yes, Maury, plexiglass everywhere.
Here we go.
The Roz and Mocha Show
Podcast.
Hey, Mocha.
Yeah, man.
Are you ready?
Yeah, man.
Let's do the news.
A Roz and Mocha Show and Kiss 92.5 News Break.
Armie Hammer's estranged wife, Elizabeth Chambers, is speaking out amid the scandal. She said, for weeks, I've been trying to process everything that has transpired. I am shocked, heartbroken, and devastated. She goes on to say, heartbreak aside, I am listening and will continue to listen and educate myself on these delicate matters. I didn't realize how much I didn't know. Which is like, I couldn't imagine being her and having to deal with everything that's come out with Armie Hammer in the last month or so. Keeping Up with the Kardashians released the first trailer for the series finale. It's March 18th. Take a listen to this.
Filming has been one of the best experiences of my life.
We didn't think anyone would be into watching a show about our crazy family.
We just wanted to tell you in person that we won't be going forward with filming the show anymore.
Just stop your crying, it'll be alright.
I just feel like it's now time to have another kid. I saw Courtney and Scott asleep together on the couch.
They're definitely made for each other, like they're supposed to be together.
I am just really blessed that we had this opportunity to even do this. We have a lot of memories.
I just want you to know what I really appreciate you guys, each and every one of you.
Did we make the right decision by walking away?
Welcome to the final show.
Yo, you rubbing your eyes just now. You crying?
No, I'm not crying.
Are you sure? Hey, are they going to tackle, you think, the Kim Kanye stuff? They have to.
I don't know. I don't know.
This was filmed, obviously, during all this time, right?
I do not think they will.
At all.
No, because it affects the kids too much. I don't know how this happened, but Jane Krakowski, 30 Rock.
Jane Krakowski. Oh, yeah.
Kimmy Schmidt.
Yeah.
Hysterical.
Yeah.
So last week, somebody started, or I don't know how it spread, but the rumor was that Jane Krakowski's boyfriend was the My Pillow guy. Mike Lindell.
Hold on, who?
Okay, the My Pillow guy, the huge Trump fan who also got deleted off Twitter. Massive, like, I don't even know how to describe him.
Michael J. Lindell?
Yeah, the My Pillow guy. You don't know the My Pillow guy?
She's not dating him.
No, she's not dating him. And like sources in her camp had to go and clear up the rumor that she was dating the My Pillow guy, because she actually has a boyfriend named David Rockwell. And one of the insiders said Jane has been dating David Rockwell for a couple of years now. However, very quietly, friends are speculating if the strange My Pillow guy story about Jane and Mike Lindell happened because maybe at some point somebody said Rockwell and then somebody repeated it as Lindell. Maybe that's how the rumor started.
Oh.
But Mike Lindell is absolutely not her type, they say.
By the way, My Pillow guy, net worth $300 million.
Yeah, but you don't want to be any part of it. You don't want to.
No, absolutely not.
That
From
guy's
pillows,
like, yeah, and apparently they're terrible pillows too. And it's weird because they stuff them with it's like, you know, when you go to Sky Zone and you jump into the big pit and it's square pieces of foam.
Yeah.
It's like that's what they fill their pillows with. Like they're all lumpy and bumpy.
Yeah, not cool.
It's like they're weird. They're weird looking pillows.
Yeah, she wouldn't date a guy like that. Try to force those pillows into the bed. Come on, man.
I think his terrible pillows are probably like so super low down on the list of what. I mean, his medallion that he wears is above the reason to not date him than his pillows. You know what I mean? Guys and medallions.
Well, like Mr. T?
You got to watch. No. Mr. T had it all going on. Mr. T had 500 things around his neck. There was a very specific guy that wore the medallion, the open collared shirt where you could see the medallion way longer than you should have been wearing the medallion. And it just says something about, did I have a medallion? Anyway, we got to move on, man. I got lots to talk about. I'm actually out of things to talk about. Apparently, George Clooney is bringing back Buck Rogers. Do you remember Buck Rogers?
No.
You don't. You're probably a little too young. Buck Rogers was a show in, I guess I don't even know, late 70s maybe. It was originally a book from, the 20s.
The 20s? I wasn't around then.
No, but then it was a show in 70s and 80s, late 70s, early 80s, starring Gil Gerard. You don't remember? Where he was
Sounds like an old guy.
He was like a space ranger, and he had the onesie on, the shiny onesie. And Erin Gray, I think, was his co-star, who also had a shiny onesie. She was the first woman I ever fell in love with.
It's foreign to me. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, 79 to 81.
No.
And he had the
little
onesie, and he had his little droid named Tweaky.
No.
You don't remember Buck Rogers at all? No?
I feel like I just smoked the strongest weed ever. And you're talking words that I'm not understanding.
Anyway, George Clooney is bringing Buck Rogers back to the TV screens, and he's producing a new version of Buck Rogers, but apparently he may also star in Buck Rogers.
He got to wear the onesie?
Yeah, he's going to have to wear the onesie. I mean, maybe they won't make him wear the onesie. Not that he wouldn't look great in the onesie.
Let me see what this looks like.
But Buck Rogers took place in 2419. So they were really thinking far ahead. Thinking far ahead.
Rogers.
Yeah.
Hold on. What a dumb-looking robot.
That's Tweaky. He wasn't dumb. He was awesome.
No, I have no idea what this is.
No?
No, not at all.
You've never seen that before?
No.
No? The theme song was great. Can you find the theme song from it play it for me? Because it had a really great theme song.
Hold on, is the robot supposed to be a kid?
No, it looked like a kid, but it was like a kid robot. Listen, man, it's 79. Okay, they didn't have Lucas money. Okay, this was made for the okay.
They had no money.
Okay, this is small screen network television, not they weren't doing Empire Strikes Back. Okay,
hold on, let me listen to this.
Yeah, it's cool, man. I'm pumped for this. I think Clooney would make a great Buck Rogers. Very similar to Flash Gordon, in that same sort of vein.
The year is 1987, and NASA launches the last of America's deep space probes. In a freak mishap, Ranger 3 and its pilot, Captain William Buck Rogers, are blown out of their trajectory into an orbit which freezes his life support systems and returns Buck Rogers to Earth 500 years later.
500?
Yeah. Listen to this. Shows used to have really long intros, huh? The song really kicks in here. Then goes da na 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 na. Wait, hold on.
Still gotta wait.
Dun, 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 dun. Oh, man, I used to get goosebumps when this song would come on. Not a fan, huh? Are you a fan now, though?
Still no.
No. Maury, get my credit card for me. Find the DVDs.
Shut up.
Anyway, so Buck Rogers coming back. Cicely Tyson passed away yesterday. Legendary Cicely Tyson passed away. The story is crushing. So she was 96, right? Lived like a beautiful life. Nominated for her first Oscar in 1972. In 1974, became the first African-American to an elite actress at the Emmys. In 2013, she won a Tony, and she received an honorary Oscar in 2018. So her biography, called Just As I Am, came out on Tuesday.
Oh, this week?
Yes.
Oh, no.
And she passed away
yesterday?
Oh,
man.
And she did an interview Live with Kelly and Ryan, which is set to air today.
Whoa.
Yeah, so they did, I guess, what would be one of her last interviews. So if you're a fan of Cicely Tyson, tune into that today. As we kick off Black History Month, the Black Lives Matter movement has been nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize. BLM, they were nominated by, hold on here, Norwegian Prime Minister. Quote, for their struggle against racism and racially motivated violence. BLM calls for systemic change have spread around the world, forcing other countries to grapple with racism within their own societies. He said any politician serving at a national level can submit nominations for the Nobel Peace Prize. They are allowed just 2,000 words to state their case. Their winner will be chosen in October with the award ceremony scheduled for December 10th. So who else are they up against? Well, Jared Kushner and his deputy Avi Berkowitz were nominated on yesterday as well for the Nobel for their negotiations for normalization deals between Israel and Arab nations. Nominating them was Alan Dershowitz, who was eligible to do so because of his capacity as a professor emeritus at Harvard. In his letter to the Nobel Committee, Dershowitz wrote, the Nobel Peace Prize is not for popularity, nor is it an assessment of what the international community may think of those who helped bring about peace. Wow. Yeah, 2,000 words, and you use all those words to, like...
defend yourself?
No, to just, like... I understand you hate them. Okay.
But.
Oh, for God's sake. Did you see that Mike Myers and Dana Carvey are back to do an Uber Eats Super Bowl ad?
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah.
For
They'll get for Uber Eats.
No, I mean, as
Wayne and Garth.
Wayne and Garth? Oh,
yes.
Yes.
No.
Yes. All right. Hey, we're back. 2020, man, that was a great year. Not. Yeah, it really sucked. It sucked donkey. Good one. We just wanted to say that we'll see you soon for the game, which for legal reasons cannot be named. We'll see you on the big bowl. The gigantic bowl. Totally legal. Yeah, completely legal. All right, good teaser. Yeah, I feel good about it.
All right. Sure.
It's so funny because you can tell Mike Myers in the commercial, like he's really he's aged, and of course he has, right?
Of course.
But Dana Carvey still looks like Garth.
Yeah, big time.
Like he's
the long wig, the glasses, everything.
Oh my God! Like he looks no different than when he did. I don't even know what that was. 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Right. The exact same. The Weeknd. All set to do the Super Bowl. Apparently threw in like $7 million of his own money to make sure that the show was great.
Oh, wow. Really?
Yeah. He did an interview with Billboard talking about the Grammy snub, and he says, quote, forget awards shows. He goes on to say, look, I personally don't care anymore. I have 3 Grammys, which mean nothing to me now, obviously.
Damn.
He goes on to say, it's not like, oh, I want the Grammy. It's just that this happened, and I'm down to get in front of the fire as long as it never happens again. I suck at giving speeches anyways. Forget awards shows. So not interested even going forward. Not his thing.
That's how you really feel.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, Trump's new impeachment lawyers. So he had this team of 5 set up that was going to take him through the second impeachment trial. On Saturday, everybody dipped.
Oh, no, really?
Yeah, the whole...
Like, what would they do? Send a message in the group chat? Yo, we're busy?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
We got this thing.
Yeah, so the news came out that his original 5 attorneys on his legal team, they just dipped. And so Trump has now announced one of his lawyers is David Schoen, who represented Roger Stone and met with Jeffrey Epstein a few days before he committed suicide. His other lawyer is Bruce Castor Jr., who was the district attorney who declined to prosecute Bill Cosby in 2004. Awesome team, man.
I was going to say, he would never call on Giuliani, huh? Giuliani would never work with him again.
No, I mean, even though, I don't even know, man. I don't even know. Evan Rachel Wood is speaking out against her ex-fiancé, Marilyn Manson, who she said abused her for years. Now, she's previously spoken publicly about being in an abusive relationship, but she's never named who it was until now. And their relationship, they went public in 2007 when she was 19. They got engaged in 2010. And then they ended their relationship 7 months after that. She said on Instagram, the name of my abuser is Brian Warner, also known to the world as Marilyn Manson. He started grooming me when I was a teenager and horrifically abused me for years. She goes on to say, I was brainwashed and manipulated into submission. I am done living in fear of retaliation, slander, or blackmail. I'm here to expose this dangerous man and call out the many industries that have enabled him before he ruins any more lives. And just a few months ago, Marilyn Manson rep spoke out against the rumors when they first started to surface that he was the one that she had always talked about as far as being her abuser goes. And Manson's rep said, in part, there are also numerous articles over multiple years where Evan Rachel Wood speaks very positively about her relationship with Marilyn Manson. He goes on to say, he quotes her where she said, I wouldn't trade any of our relationship. I appreciate everything he taught me. I just don't think we were right for each other. So he's bringing up all the old interviews that she's done about how wonderful their relationship was. As part of a new exclusive 5-year overall deal between Disney TV and Ryan Coogler's Proximity Media, Ryan is developing a Wakanda-based Disney Plus television series.
Oh, yeah?
And will also have a hand in other shows set in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Yo,
so they're going to expand on Wakanda.
Hype on that.
And get that on television as soon as they can.
Good.
They're making good TV, man. That WandaVision show is some of the best television I've seen in a real long time.
I was talking to somebody yesterday who was like, I don't know if I'm really into it.
Really, huh?
Yeah. And I said, dude, you just watch and pay attention.
Jeez.
Like the episode that aired on Friday.
Oh,
holy
God,
cow.
It was so good.
Oh, man. Yeah. It's amazing.
Dustin Diamond passed away Screech from Saved by the Bell.
When morning comes, I raise my head, shut off the alarm, and get out of bed. I brush my teeth like Mother said, and always feed my spider Ted.
Oh, man.
Dustin Diamond, 44 years old. He was diagnosed with cancer last month, and his team said that he was battling stage 4 small cell carcinoma. His agent told Rolling Stone that Dustin was diagnosed with this brutal, relentless form of malignant cancer only 3 weeks ago. In that time, it managed to spread rapidly throughout his system. The only mercy it exhibited was its sharp and swift execution. Dustin did not suffer. He did not have to lie submerged in pain. For that, we are grateful. That is the message from Dustin's agent.
Wow.
If you remember, they explained away where he was on the remake of Saved by the Bell, that he was on the International Space Station with Kevin.
Astronaut.
With Kevin, right? His
the robot.
Yeah. So that's how they explained that away.
Roz and Mocha Q&A.
Okay, so before we get to the questions and before we get to the phones for Ask Roz and Mocha, we have to revisit something from last week, Roz.
Jonathan wrote us this. What did you like to eat or drink in your childhood/young adult life that today you question yourself on how could you like such a thing? I bet Dammit Maury doesn't have an answer. For him, all food is good, especially if you can add smoked salmon. And every answer that Maury always gives to anybody who asks a question about food is smoked salmon, because Maury loves smoked salmon.
And pierogies.
I think smoked salmon is disgusting. Smoked salmon is so vile.
I mean, I don't mind it, but
But in what context? Like, what are you doing with smoked salmon?
I have it every Sunday.
But what do you do with it?
So I make an omelet.
Yeah.
And then I'll have this on the side of the plate.
It's so rubbery, though. Like, it's just not even, there's nothing nice about smoked salmon.
Most people have it in a bagel with cream cheese.
Even that's not nice. That's
I don't
like-
mind it, but like not as much
Really?
as
You'll eat smoked salmon?
I will, but like I don't know, once a year maybe.
And then
but not like every week, like Maury.
And then so Maury went on defending smoked salmon, right? And how delicious it is, as he's doing right now. And then I said you could probably do smoked salmon in any way because, again, he was saying you could put it on a bagel, you could eat it with a this, you could eat it with a this. And then I had said, would you blend up smoked salmon with just some water and a magic bullet and drink it? Okay. Right? Salmon juice.
Ugh, so gross.
And Maury said, yes. So what did you bring in today?
Smoked salmon.
Okay. And you brought a blender, right?
My Ninja.
Okay. What is that? Does it need power?
Yeah, it's plugged in.
Oh, okay, cool. Now you could go be generous with the smoked salmon here, Maury.
I was going to try a little bit first.
No.
Oh, and I touched my mask. No,
Oh my God, it reeks in here, and you only took that smoked salmon.
There you
Oh
go.
my God, that's
There
a lot
you
of
go.
smoked salmon.
There you go. Okay.
That's the whole package. That's
smoked
the
salmon.
$15 package.
Smoked salmon smells
Oh.
disgusting. Okay,
Look
no,
at
you
your
got to put water in
hands,
it. No,
they're
more.
greasy.
You got to put water in it.
Why do you have to put water?
That's what I said.
Were you
I know,
not
but why do
listening?
you- I know, but why do you need water?
Here, let me give
Liquefy.
you some.
Come on. Oh, guys, it stinks in here. So
Okay,
bad.
Now, so the smoked salmon is in there. Now add the water.
man.
Not a lot. Just wait. Keep going. And
Enough for it to
that's good
liquefy.
right there.
There you go.
That's good right there.
Ew. Yo, look at his hands. It looks
How many
so
pieces of smoked salmon did you put in there?
The whole package. So that's like 10 pieces,
Okay.
10 slivers.
Okay. Now it's going into the blender.
Yo, it really
And
stinks.
it smells
in
like
here.
salmon in here. You better hold that top on because
Yeah,
if I
hold
get
it.
hit with salmon water, I'm going to
Ew.
I will never forgive you if I get hit with salmon water. Oh, no. Don't start messing with the top there. What? Did you break it?
It's not turning on.
Tickle it.
I guarantee it's still not going to work.
Did you deliberately not do it?
It works every day for my husband.
Sure it does.
Sure. Yeah.
That is so weird.
Plug it right into the plug. Go plug it right into the wall. See what happens. Oh, is that suction cups on the bottom of it? God, man, you and your gadgets. It's there it is. Oh no. Okay.
Yo, it looks so gross.
It looks.
It's completely liquefied.
Yeah. Okay. So Maury now is going to take it out. Wow, that is some pink water.
Oh my God.
Okay. So there you go. Okay. Big sips. More big sips.
Somehow the machine warmed it
Wow,
up.
it's a very, very light pink. It looks like almost like pink milk.
like strawberry.
Yeah, it looks like strawberry milk. Okay, Maury, down the hatch.
Oh, geez.
Go for it. Go back. No, more. Here you go.
God.
Oh, I thought you loved salmon.
No, but there's clumps of fish.
Well, yeah, it's salmon.
But it's so smoked salmon.
I know, but I just don't think smoked salmon and water go.
Well, that's where it would go the most, I would say.
Ew,
So you're saying fish and water don't go together? Is that what you're saying?
Once I heard it out of my mouth, it made sense.
Yeah. Okay. Oh God. Oh God.
Oh,
How does
geez.
it?
Well, there's like fish clumps.
I made it.
It stinks in here
I
too.
made-
Oh
it's
my
cold.
God. Yeah.
Cold.
Okay, get out of here with that. Get
This
out.
is warm fish.
Ew.
Oh,
Get
for
out of here
God's
with
sake.
that.
I'm shaking. Like I got
Roz?
I can't. No.
Roz,
look,
tell
what?
Mocha he needs to smell it.
No, absolutely not.
No, nobody's getting. We can smell it from here more.
Yeah,
we
big
can
time.
smell it from here, like most other things on you.
I
We
feel
can
like I was
smell
all
it
on my own on this.
from here. Yeah, nobody's touching that. Nobody's touching
Ew,
that.
look at the
Okay.
blade.
Nah, we see the blade. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. How was that? Worth it?
Absolutely not.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Charmaine, how are you? It's Roz Mocha.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Hi, guys.
All right, what is your question, girl?
My question is, what is something someone has tried to teach you a million times, but you still can never get the hang of it?
Well, what's your answer, Charmaine?
Okay, my answer seems a bit silly, but my mom has taught me like a million times how to do the perfect corners at the end of your bed to tuck them in.
Yeah.
And I can never get them perfect like she does. They just look so messy all the time, and then they untuck, and I can never get the hang of it.
What's your mom's technique, by the way?
I don't even know. I couldn't even tell you. She would show me. It's just, she used to be a nurse a long time ago, and I guess she's done a few in her day. So she showed me that technique, but it just never turns out the same. It's like she folds it like a present somehow.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's tough. I would say the thing that somebody's tried to teach me a million times that I just can't get, which is weird because I'm very musical, right? Like I play guitar my whole life. I did all this stuff. The one thing, my brain does not work with piano.
Oh, okay.
At all. At all. Like even when Roxy was about, it was a couple of years ago, it was about 9, we got her like a keyboard piano for home, and then she was on a bunch of apps learning how to play stuff. And her hands and brain were working better than mine were, even though I've been playing instruments my whole life.
Yeah.
Like I just don't get piano. Like I can't, my brain doesn't separate those two hands doing those two things. Guitar is fine.
Sure.
I can get every other instrument is fine except for piano, and it doesn't matter who sort of sits down and tries to teach me. I cannot, I just can't do it.
Now, did you ever try as a kid?
Yeah, we always had a keyboard in the house. Always.
Huh.
We always had.
But what if
some
your life
sort of,
depended on it?
No, I would die. I wouldn't be able to. I can fake it. Like I can play songs and stuff like this, but I don't play it the way you're supposed to play a piano. I play it like the way you would play another
But you can
instrument.
do guitar though, huh?
I can play guitar. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's weird. My head doesn't. It doesn't go there.
What do ladies
at all.
find sexier about you? Your guitar playing or your looks?
Jeez, that's a tough question, Maury. Well, I don't play guitar anymore, right? So
serenading ladies.
I don't really rely on my looks anymore either. But back in the day, I think it was just a package. I think it was a package deal. Dudes were more impressed with guitar than girls were back in the day.
Because I find a guitar playing, good-looking guy very attractive.
Yeah, but at a certain, like a 22-year-old,
and
good-looking
if you add
guy.
neck tattoos.
Yeah, but not when nobody wants to see it. Nobody's getting turned on by a non-famous 47-year-old guitar player or 46-year-old guitar player. Like those are the guys that you see at friends' birthday parties where you're all listening to some really great music on Sonos, and then he brings out the acoustic guitar, and everybody's like, oh god,
here we go.
Here we go.
20 minutes.
You know what I mean? Yeah, 20 minutes, and everybody's like, oh my god, in high school he was like the cool. No, he wasn't. Okay, nobody wants that.
When you play guitar, are you looking at your hands when you're playing, or you can just play knowing the chords and knowing the strings?
Oh, mostly I don't look.
Yeah. So when you were trying to play piano, were you always looking down at your hands?
It didn't matter what I did.
I wonder if that has anything to do with it.
Yeah, no, it didn't matter what I did, and I also can't read music.
At all?
At all.
Oh, wow.
And I got through all high school, every level of music class in high school without being able to read music because I, in high school, played the bass because we didn't have guitar in high school.
Yeah.
And what I would do is I sat beside the tuba player and I wouldn't read music. What I would do is I would get the tuba player to play what we were playing, and then I would just learn it by ear. And I would play along that
Just
way.
Mimic that person.
And so
Gotcha.
I would
Smart, though.
I would crush all of the sort of performance-y aspects of music class, but I would fail on all the sight reading parts of music. So I never did well in music because I can't read music and I can't do piano. No matter how many somebody tries to teach me how to read music, I can't do it.
I forgot all of that.
You did, huh?
Yeah. After high school, I played drums for, I don't even know, 7, 8, since elementary school.
Yeah.
And so I would learn how to read music since then.
Yeah.
But once I left high school, that was it. I forgot all of it.
Really, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, can't do it. What's something that you can't learn, even though somebody tries to teach over and over and over again?
Okay, so I'm totally into photography.
Yeah.
But there are certain terms and things that you do with the camera.
Yeah.
That no matter, and I can watch YouTube video on YouTube video on YouTube video, and it will still never register.
It's a different
with me.
language.
Yeah.
It's like learning a different language.
There's f-stop.
Yeah.
Trips me up a lot, and then because your f-stop number could also be the same. It's like a number, decimal point, and then another number.
Mm-hmm.
But then there's also something else. I can't remember. It's not coming to my mind right now. What the other thing is that also uses similar to an f-stop.
ISO?
No, not ISO. I know ISO, and I know shutter speed.
Right.
But then there's f-stop, and then something else that I hear photographers talking about all the time.
Right.
And I can never distinguish which is which.
Yeah. It's a whole language.
Completely.
It is like learning photography and understanding it well enough to have a conversation where somebody can explain something to you where that you then know what to do. It is like learning a new language.
Yeah.
Because it's words and terms that you will never know or use in your regular life. It is all exclusive to photography. You
Completely.
would never have come across any of that information in your regular life unless you picked up a camera. And the
Yeah.
problem is that, we all just use our phones now.
Completely,
And so you
yeah.
don't need to know any of that. Maury.
Spelling and grammar.
Right. No.
Hey, I'm just answering truthfully.
Yeah.
And taking the meat out of a crab. When you're
Huh?
at dinner and you use the I guess
Fair
the
enough.
cracker thingy.
Yeah.
And then you have the skinny little forky thingy.
Yeah.
I can't. And Matthew's little brother showed me how to do it, and I still can't
Right.
figure it out.
What do you mean? Like I see people just suck it.
Well, I guess you could try that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crab.
I don't like crab. Do you like crab?
Yeah, I don't mind
But
it.
when you do it, do you use the little forky thing or do you suck it? I see people suck it.
For crab, no, I usually get it. I don't have crab. No.
No, you don't.
Lobster, I do.
Yeah?
But lobster, they bring it out for you. It's
Sure.
like pretty much
Do you
ready
like
to go.
lobster, though?
I love lobster.
You do, huh?
I don't like lobster, even with the butter.
No, I've never found it to be something worth paying for.
I don't mind crab, but I don't like putting in the work to get the crab out of the shell.
Oh, my
I'd rather have it
Yeah.
all like the crab meat mixed with something.
Yeah, I went to one of those places. We were in, God, where were we? Maybe it was either Florida or like Carolina or something like that. And we went to one of those places on the water, like one of those restaurants on the water.
Yeah.
And you sit out and you're on this like big high picnic table and they just bring you like a massive bucket of crab. Right. And you're there with 4 other people and like you get a bib and everything's covered in newspaper. And I had the best time of my life for the first 10 seconds, and then I hated every minute of it.
Yeah, because it's just work.
Oh, who wants to work that hard? And it doesn't even taste that good. Yeah. Like, it's not that great.
It's tasteless meat.
Yeah, same
That's
thing
why
with lobster.
people use butter, yeah.
Lobster to me is just, it's so bland. And you pay so much. If you go anywhere in the world and you order something and you get the lobster side or the lobster edition,
Yeah.
it's just as much as the entree.
Yeah, it
like
is.
lobster is crazy
Oh,
expensive.
I love it.
You do though, huh?
Yeah, salt,
you like
pepper,
lobster?
and all that butter.
Do you ever make it at? You ever make it at home?
Never made it at home.
No.
Matthew makes it.
Like we would go buy a live lobster and you boil it up.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, a lot of
Jeez.
stores too will steam it for you.
True that. Yeah. No,
Adding
no.
in one more thing.
Yeah.
Driving a non-automatic car.
Oh, that was one of mine too.
Oh, driving a standard?
Is that what it? Yeah, with
Yeah,
the clutch.
standard.
Yeah, most people call it standard. or manual, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You can't do that? You can't
No.
work a clutch?
I can't do
No.
that either.
No?
No, my buddy Ryan, I remember back in the day, tried to teach me. Went to a big open parking lot.
Yeah.
Empty parking lot. I kept stalling.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh?
I couldn't get it. And
You
then
ever driven a
since-
motorcycle?
Nope.
No. Yeah, you it's easier to learn on a motorcycle.
Because
is
even
why-
since that day when he tried to teach me, I had just been discouraged ever since. I never tried it again.
And that's why I'm
Never.
never going to have
Yeah.
my dream car. Is
Which
because it
is?
DeLorean only comes in the non-automatic.
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
I've driven a DeLorean once.
And it can come.
Yeah, DeLoreans are you can buy a manual DeLorean, absolutely,
changes
or an
everything.
automatic DeLorean.
Oh
Yeah.
my God, this
You
changes
keep-
So
everything.
Charmaine, you tried and you couldn't drive standard?
No, like the hardest part is going from standing still to first, I find. Once you're in first, it's easier, but yeah, I always stalled it.
Yeah,
going
same.
into
I
first
found that
gear.
if you use the sound from your mouth, it helps you know when to clutch. If you're driving and you go,
Or you can just use the sound of the car.
I was just gonna say, how different is that from the engine that's making the same sound?
Yeah.
Thank you very much for your question, Charmaine.
Thank you guys so much. Can I just ask one thing? Are you going to ask me who my favorite was? I swore to myself I wasn't going to ask that, but like now I am.
Between Roz and Mocha, who's your favorite?
Okay. For fears of you hanging up on me before I can get my answer out, it was going to be Damn It Maury. But I know that that's not the question, so I have to answer between Roz and Mocha.
Correct.
And my answer is Roz.
but that's only because she can't say Maury.
No. I'm not giving you a reason either because I don't want Mocha to troll you all day. So,
Oh, okay.
it's just Roz.
Listen, and I appreciate that because most times, or very frequently, especially lately, I find that people will say me as their favorite only to troll me when asked why, where they find something like, because I'm grumpy too, or you remind me of my grandfather, or all of this stuff. Which
It's just straight up ammo for me.
Yeah, exactly, right? Which is not like I'm not actually their favorite. They just like the opportunity to troll. So you can say that I'm your favorite and nobody will ask you why.
But truthfully, though, why? Like, is it because he reminds you of your dad or your grandfather?
No, no. I think it's the same reason that everyone says. Like, I just think the advice he gives is awesome, and yeah, I'm stopping there because there's no trolling, no trolling with my answer.
Wise answers, like a grandpa.
No.
Do you know one day you will be a grandfather?
Yeah, hopefully.
Thank you, Charmaine.
Thank you, guys.
All
Have
right,
a good
later.
one.
Bye.
Bye.
Khajiv says here, have you ever recorded yourself during the night to hear all the noises that you make when you sleep? Just the audio. Video recording is way too creepy.
No.
Try it if you haven't. You might be surprised.
No, I haven't. Why would you do that?
Maury?
No, but I know that when I'm making sounds and stuff because Matthew will slug me. Like
What do you
last
mean?
night,
Oh, yeah,
I
you get
just
the
found
elbow and stuff
asleep,
like that? Yeah.
and he's like literally slugs me, and I'm like,
Yeah.
"What's up?" And he's like, "You're breathing."
Right.
You're breathing?
I went to school with a guy when I was younger who if you ever had left like a cassette or something at his house or he has to borrow one or whatever it was, he would take your cassettes and he would stick toilet paper in the little things at the top so it could be recorded over. And he would take your cassette, and at some point in the cassette, he would either record himself farting, or record himself like grunting and going number 2, or record himself going pee. And or he would stop it at a point in a song where you would get like 15 seconds of him singing that part of the song before it continued on back to the other part of the song, and then he would just give you back the cassette. And sometimes it would take you forever to find, to realize that he had done that.
That's a great troll job,
bro. It
Hold
was
on.
like it was awful.
Let me see if you guys can hear this. My wife recorded me. I fell asleep on the couch one day.
Yeah, this is you doing what? Sleeping?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I was snoring.
Yeah, it's a good snore.
Yeah.
And is that like a during the day nap kind of thing?
Yeah, that was during
good
the
for
day.
you.
Does Cruz ever
Deep
comment
sleep.
on that?
No, he's never said anything about me snoring.
No.
Not at all.
No. The girls always do with me. As soon as I fall asleep, they'll both go, "Your breathing changed." And I'm like, they're like, "You're sleeping." I'm like, "No, I'm not. Your breathing changed. We know." And I'm like, "Stop. Why do you know so much, man? Why do you know so much about my breathing?"
Yeah,
right?
just let the guy sleep.
Like, just let me sleep.
He's got 2 jobs.
Let me sleep.
To provide the roof that you both live under as well.
That happened yesterday. I was about to just like fade off beautifully.
Yeah.
Right? Just like so. It was in the middle of the afternoon. The sun was coming in. I had a cat on my lap. I had a pillow behind my head. It was just awesome. And I just closed my eyes while we were watching a movie. And like Catherine hits my leg.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my God. She's like, "Are you sleeping?" Because if you're gonna fall asleep, like, why don't you just go to bed and have a nap? Like, why don't you just go to bed? And I'm like, well, what's wrong with here?
Yeah.
Like, I'm literally not bothering you guys in any way possible, right? And I'm like, how can you always tell so fast? Your breathing changes, we know. So I don't know what that means, my breathing changes, but I imagine it sounds something like that.
Connor says here, what is your favorite sandwich and how do you cook it? Mine is roast beef, cheese, tomato, onion, mayo, avocado on white bread, and then I throw it into the air fryer for crispy, melted perfection.
That is beautiful sounding, man.
That sounds like
really
a great
is.
sandwich.
What is my favorite sandwich?
I always gravitate towards veal, like a veal parm sandwich on the Kaiser, and then you get your cheese, you get your sweet peppers, you get your hot peppers, you get your onions and your mushrooms. Oh, my favorite. That is my all-time favorite.
Yeah, I don't. You know what's funny though is I always say like a veal sandwich, but I never put that in the actual sandwich category if I'm thinking about sandwiches.
What do you?
I would never. To me, that's more in like the burger category.
Really?
Yeah, because it's like a chicken sandwich, right? Like a chicken sandwich to me, like a fried chicken sandwich, like a whatever, like a Mary Brown's or a Popeyes or whatever it is. Like to me, I know it's called a sandwich, but when somebody says, "What's your favorite sandwich?" I would never say one of those.
Well, they're using a burger bun.
Yeah, I would say something that you would make on like bread.
Regular bread.
Regular
Okay.
bread.
All right, let me think about that while you guys answer.
So there's a lot of sandwiches that I love. I could live on sandwiches. I really, really love a just like sliced chicken breast with bacon and lettuce, tomato, and mayo. Like I love that sort of club sandwich feel. Just like lots of mayo. But I also love a tuna sandwich. I'll always have a tuna sandwich. I got no problems with tuna sandwich.
Yeah.
I stopped eating tuna sandwiches because I was trying to cut down on bread. And do you know what I started eating tuna with?
What?
So I make the tuna the way that I make the tuna, and then I get a bag of like nacho chips, and I just and I just have the tuna on the nacho chips with like a little fork, and I just stick them on like it's a salsa almost, and it's so delicious.
Flavored nacho chips?
No, just regular,
Oh, nice.
super salty.
If you use the scoops, you could just scoop it.
No, honestly, the scoops, I'm not a fan of scoops. I think scoops taste different.
Scoops don't taste different.
I know. I think I don't like scoops.
I find scoops break easier.
Yes.
Right? When you're trying to get everything into the little bowl there, into the little cup.
Yeah.
I think just like the force of your hand reaching in.
Yes.
It just,
and tuna doesn't lend itself to dipping.
Oh, yeah.
Like you have to have a fork.
Yeah.
What if you tried with naan bread?
No, it's still bread though.
No, but if you like put it in the oven for a little bit.
But it's still bread.
He just said he's trying to stay away from bread. You named one thing that he's trying to stay away from.
Yeah. What about a hot dog bun? Have you tried a hot dog bun?
Have you tried Texas toast?
Yeah. What about what about garlic bread?
What about a sourdough?
Yeah. Right. Okay.
Don't worry. Do you have a favorite sandwich?
Well, my go-to is always tuna sandwiches. I love eating it in movie theaters.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, tuna sandwich is perfect everywhere.
But also, what do you call it? Don't laugh at me, though.
No.
But cream cheese and smoked salmon.
Oh, my God. Here we go with the smoked salmon again. Get the drink. Go get the blender.
No, don't bring that in
Get
here.
the blender.
No.
I also, you know what I do love? And I don't know if I put this in the sandwich category
BLT?
either. No, I like a breakfast sandwich. Like, I like a fried egg, cheese, and bacon.
See, I don't because I don't like when the egg makes the bread mushy.
Are you crazy?
That's the best part.
That's the best part.
Oh, man. You put like a sunny side up egg on there.
Oh.
That's the best part, man.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Peanut butter and jam, too.
Never had one.
You never had a peanut butter and jam sandwich?
Nope.
Okay, here's what's good.
Your whole life?
No.
Yeah?
No,
I
never.
Not
found
interested?
Portuguese butter and Portuguese jam. Would that change your thought?
No, it's been too long. There's no point now.
Not even like having your kid grow up in the house? Like she never had peanut butter and jam, or you never made one for her?
No, she's never had a peanut butter jam sandwich either.
What?
No.
How about Catherine?
I don't know. Maybe.
I guess like if you didn't grow up having it, like why would you all of a sudden?
We have peanut
introduce
butter
it
all the
to
time,
your
like
household?
toast and peanut butter we have all the time,
Sure,
right?
yeah.
But not a peanut butter and jam sandwich.
But what happens
Never.
when Roxy's then older and her like
an older? What happens when she's an older?
and her boyfriend or husband makes her peanut butter and jam and she's like, "What's this?" And then she's mad at
She
you for
knows
never
what one-
giving.
She knows what one is, right? Like she knows what
Then
one
she
is.
calls you up and she's like, "You ruined my childhood."
No. She's never had. She's never had because I've never had one. I'm not interested in it. I've never been interested in.
Have you had jam?
Yeah.
Have you had peanut butter?
Yes.
Have you had them together?
I
He
literally just said.
What do you think we're talking about here?
Yeah.
Okay, my favorite sandwich.
Yeah, go.
Here we go. Plain white bread,
Yeah.
peanut butter on one slice,
Yeah.
Nutella on the other slice,
Oh my god.
and you slice up some bananas.
Yeah.
You put it, or a banana, and you put it in between the bread. You squish that together. Oh,
Yeah.
that is
Really? That's your
so
favorite?
Good.
You're putting that up. You're putting that up against like a BLT. You're putting that up against a tuna sandwich, a grilled cheese sandwich. You're
Okay, hold on.
You're going with peanut butter,
I have another
Nutella,
one.
and Nana.
I have another one. Thanksgiving sandwich.
Yeah, it's a good one too, though.
Okay, if I had
Turkey
to rank
stuffing, everything.
that sandwich against a BLT, I pick the Nutella banana peanut butter.
Mm-hmm.
No, I couldn't rank it against the grilled cheese.
No.
Grilled cheese is too good.
I'm with
had a
Maury.
grilled.
I'm with Maury. The leftover Thanksgiving sandwich where I take 2 pieces of bread and I get the big long bread, right?
Yeah.
Like big
Like a
slices of
brioche?
bread. No, just like bread, but long, like big Italian pieces of like that round loaf. But I take the 2 from the middle.
Yeah.
And I toast it up, and then on one side I do mayo after it's toasted.
Yeah.
And then on the other piece of bread I spread mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
Right? And then I do stuffing on top of the mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
And then turkey on top of the stuffing. And then the turkey goes against the mayo part on the bottom.
You're missing
And
cranberry.
then I don't eat cranberry.
Oh, because the way I
Too
do it is
sweet.
with cranberry, and it really
Too
does
sweet.
add.
Too sweet. And then gravy, the gravy to dip.
Oh, so good.
Like a jus. Little gravy to dip.
How has nobody mentioned egg salad sandwich?
Because I don't like egg salad sandwiches. Yeah,
No, thanks.
I love eggs. It's weird. I love eggs. I even like what do you call them? Boiled eggs,
Yeah.
right? Even sliced in half, little salt and pepper on them.
Yeah.
Everything. You take that and you put mayo or whatever the hell else you put in an egg salad sandwich, and you put it near me, and I want to throw up.
Yeah.
There's something about an egg salad sandwich that just really turns me off. But I love eggs in every other way.
Huh.
Every
No,
other
I like
way.
a good egg salad sandwich.
Yeah. No.
Along with your smoked salmon.
Yeah.
Every week on Instagram at Kiss925 is where you will find Ask Roz Mocha. Load up that comment section with your questions, and we will try our best to get through as many as we can. This has been the Roz and
Thanks for listening to the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Catch the guys live
Weekday mornings from 6 to 10
on Kiss 92.5
Kiss925.com.
or download the Kiss 92.5 app.